Not what I expected.
I can understand that.
We are recording.
Cool.
All right. All right, I'll clap, and then we'll jump into it.
There's
And
only
then...
one thing. There's no need to clap.
Oh, I just meant when we wanted to start.
Oh.
Like we wanted to get this button. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Whoa! So that thing is recording us?
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
not
at
recording
the map,
us.
and then it has the mic, because we're not using these.
Awesome.
So hopefully there's less complications with this, because it's one thing.
Hopefully.
Nice.
We'll see. Okay.
Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we hope so.
Yeah. I did see a flashing red light, so on the screen itself. But if not,
Is what
it is what it is.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah, one way or another we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. So does anybody want to do the recap?
A roll for
Or
recap.
roll for recap?
We did it last time.
What?
Tyson.
That's right.
Oh, right, because it was the anomaly. And finally, we broke the curse.
That's right.
I did not organize these.
You need some space there.
What in the...
Dice a Lanch.
Testing that microphone. I like it. Jesus.
That was great.
I got 13. I got a 10.
I got an 11.
Oh!
Well, okay.
Nuts.
Use your luck.
I was like, it was
Okay.
definitely a lot worse.
That's
than...
true. Well, I wish I could use luck. But I feel like I always get it on a long hiatus, and then I'm like, yeah.
Shit.
Whoops. Okay, hang on.
Oh, that's nice.
We're on the
We can
boat
stop.
with Zorda, Yoster, and all the crew. There was a lot of roleplay. There was a lot of connections. We started after the dream, I believe, the dream sequence. Because the last session was a
Yes.
Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot happened. We started after the dream sequence with Al, and you explored with everybody, like, what they felt and didn't feel, and who you were able to take with you and not. Sounds like Zorda went pretty deep. And Tinker was like, the motto was, be better, do better, or something.
Try harder, do better.
Yes, try harder, do better.
I've got that circled.
Yeah, because life was just beating her down at every chance it could. And so that was the theme. We didn't get to land yet, right?
No.
We didn't have did we have a battle? I don't remember.
No.
We did?
The headwaters.
The when Al was like shooting off in the distance and big scary thing that no one had ever seen before with the 3 eyes.
We had two.
That was
I
last
thought
time?
that
Was
was
that last-
that
that was the
was
episode
two
before.
Was that two
episodes
before?
before, yeah.
We
Yeah.
definitely fought.
So last episode I had starting,
No, I
rest-
just listened to the whole last episode. There wasn't fighting at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
rest
the
to
last
recover from the
posted
fight.
episode. If we're starting from there, then yes.
Last one we played.
That's
the
when
last
we
one we
played,
played.
in general.
So the last 3 sessions that have been posted.
Okay.
no fighting.
Yeah, last session that just happened, there was no fighting. We opened
No, there
from...
was because I.
No.
When did we fight then? We
No. The
opening...
middle one that you're talking about was the headwaters. That there was fighting, but the last session that posted, you're correct, was just.
She's
like,
covering the last 3. I
I'm
think.
talking my notes too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So like numerically, we're on episode 45, right?
Yep.
Episode 44
I think it's
in my
44.
notes starts with us recovering from the fight, presumably at the headwaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 43
Because
was...
we played episode 43 and 44
Yeah.
on
yeah.
Saturday.
We did it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but as far as like those 2 cut up, right? They were...
Yep.
My episodes are going to be off. Then. This is 44, but it's 44.
Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the He Can Fly Part 1, He Can Fly Part 2.
Yeah.
That was 44.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have-
because we did the swing from you swung from the thing,
Yeah.
and I threw the feather.
Yeah.
And did the
And-
feather fall spell?
Maybe a better question, I guess, should we be noting them as 44, 1 and 2? Or 44?
I have this session as 44, and unlike the number of things, but I don't know how it got broken up. So I think because we did 3 sessions out of last Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, last
So-
week would have been 43, part 1 and 2.
this should be 45. I think the one that, or sorry, this one.
Yeah.
Today.
We're
I
on the
think
same page.
yes.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. You had written them as 43, part 1 and 2, and then this is 44. But
Yeah.
I had done them as 43, 44,
44.
and 45.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
I think we're all talking
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yep,
we're
yep.
just saying different
Awesome,
stuff.
awesome. Okay.
I think we're on episode 6.
Of being
Okay, so most of us are all saying the same thing. And the dad joke is back.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. So we did that. We did the swing. There was a lot of role play, a lot of conversations happening. You and I talked. Was that time?
I showed you Elizabeth's ring.
Yes, you showed me Elizabeth's ring, and we were all like, "Oh my god!" And then I gave you the trust ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys went into deep conversation, I think, about Tinker and or not Tinker, your time in the Hollowoods, or am I getting
Oh,
that
yeah.
mixed up?
I don't know when that was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he showed him the Hallowoods,
Yeah.
and then he
Yes.
showed me the Hallowoods.
Because you tried to ask a bunch of questions
Yeah.
about who you knew and
Yeah.
who you didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, when that was, that happened.
Tinker and Jared talk more about the way in which they view their relationship as adventuring companions. Something I have noted here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did I step into? Okay, so there actually this happened 2 different times. Because
Oh.
Tinker wanted to talk about the Hollowoods in general, and we're like, oh, let's go try to see if we can talk to Jared about his memories of being trained. So we did that, talked to all of them about it, and then I recreated the letter that Ella wrote to Jared. That was in your handwriting. Wrote
Yep.
all of
Yes.
that out, and then I
You
dipped out.
mean this letter?
Oh.
Dun, dun.
Speaking of. But I dipped out and I went to go check on Zorda and the crew because I still hadn't talked with them about everything else. And after I left, you two kept talking.
Yes.
Yep.
You mean this letter?
Are there 2 of them?
You,
Well,
had,
there's a. I
you had
think-
sent one, the one that I was talking
Oh.
that was
I
it.
would just do as a prop, I'm not.
I was like,
This
I didn't
one.
think I gave it to you.
I only remember this because I have an acronym that I wrote out because it was a deep conversation.
Yeah. And then a merman was seen.
Yes.
Merman!
And then
You
we
left
ended, right?
And then we ended, and we said we were going to start back up. While we were talking, you guys were gambling.
Yes.
Yep.
Notice we left out the whole Tink was kind of being a
No, we were just talking. It's fine.
just
Real
talking.
jerk face?
Think
Think-
drunk.
I wasn't there.
Typical teenager.
Yeah. I wasn't present.
I
Well.
wasn't part of the conversation.
So, yeah. Great job, Sarah. That was a tough one.
Thanks
That was really
so
hard.
much,
That was a
guys.
tough one.
Thanks for the input.
It's been so long since you did it. You're out of practice.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's also been a month since it's actually almost exactly.
Yep.
Almost a month, exactly. And it's the first session in 2025.
Nope.
Wait,
Because
what?
it's like January 3rd.
Yeah, January was the first
I
of the
made
year.
that up. And that's why it's
We played
February.
January 4th.
Holy crap, I'm out
January
of control.
4th.
And today's the 4th.
Yep. So it's been a month exactly.
Exactly to the
Yeah,
day.
the 5th.
Nice.
Is today the 5th?
Mhm.
Okay, I
It's
lied.
been over a month.
It's March now.
But
Ooh,
also,
March Madness.
I feel like January lasted at least 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, literally, I saw so many memes that was like, okay, we're on January 89th today.
Mm-hmm. It was the longest month of my life.
It flew by.
Has anyone watched Attack on Titan?
No.
Not the
This
last
will be a
season.
discussion for later. I need to remember this. I'm writing this down.
It's got to be about the end, so it's okay. Never mind.
No, okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
That makes me sad.
If they didn't delay the last season 7 different times,
I just finished watching it all recently, and the ending is really.
they're like, all right, here's the last season. Now here's the last season part 2. Last season, last 2 episodes, part 1.
Yeah, the last 2 episodes are fucking long, but it's okay.
Like, in a bad way?
No, they just, like, in a great way. They're very long. They basically made a short movie out of the last 2 episodes of the season that was delayed for years.
Oh, well,
they just honey dicked the audience forever.
that's annoying.
Yeah, I got to watch it all at once because it's already been done for a few years. But people who have actually watched it all the way, like, I don't blame people
So
for not
comfortable
sticking it out.
still.
During, like, COVID, I remember, like, I'm not going to watch that show yet, and I'll just wait until...
It's done now. It's good. It's all really good. To suffer through all that.
Maybe when you get to editing, just fast forward through this part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be like...
Sidetracked, haven't talked in a month.
Yeah. Okay. But we will jump in with the crew, and were you gambling as well?
No, because this was while we were
Yeah,
chatting.
Yeah. Okay, so it's literally just you and the crew.
And out.
And Al? Sorry.
Yeah.
I flip-flopped you two. Because I know you were involved in the conversation, and then
Yes, I was over there.
Was not.
I left, was checking on the crew, and then they were like, "Oh, let's gamble," and I'm like, "I'll stick around for that."
If we want to
Yep.
make it a little more realistic, every few hands, Tinker can raise her voice.
I can start yelling.
And people are like, again? Oh.
Roll the dice.
Yeah. So
So,
we're playing Liar's Dice.
Liar's Dice is what they are currently wanting to play, correct? All right. So, is it, it's just Zorda that I think is going to play this hand.
Cool. So we need how many d6s?
Yeah.
5 D6s.
Okay, let me just roll d6 so I can do that.
I got your back if you want them.
I think I'm gonna see if I can piece together enough for like
I can always throw one if you need.
3, or I know I have one more. 5.
Okay, so just to review the rules, because it's been a long time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So each player uses 5 6-sided dice. Each player uses the dice cup, and we'll just use our hands, to conceal their dice after each person rolls their 5 6-sided dice. One player starts by claiming what the dice shows. Each time a player makes a claim, all the other players have the option to believe the person or call their bluff. If the person is lying, they lose, but if the person is telling the truth, they win. And then the person who tried to call the bluff that was a lie is then out. And then it goes until there's just 2 people in the pot, and then whoever wins the whole thing. So we will start with Zorda being like, all right. I think I had a southern accent last time I played her, so bear with me as I get into the character here.
I think it turned into a southern accent.
It did. It kind of
I won't
evolved.
play
It
More.
progressed.
Yeah, I'm sure with the whiskey, I was just letting it fly. All right. All right, there, Bree. Well, I don't know why. We just watched Mrs. Doubtfire last night.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
British now.
Dang it,
Yeah.
she just is a hodgepodge of people.
Yep.
What would you like to be the wager? Just to catch your memory up to.
Thank you, because I was like,
You guys had talked about raising the stakes, and she was willing to put up an item.
yeah, wasn't
Mhm.
it some sort? Yes, the dagger. She was gonna put
A
up
dagger that she claims that she won off somebody.
Yep. So
Oh,
put up the dagger, and I'm gonna put up.
A certain somebody or just somebody?
She just said it was somebody that she had like ran into like on a trip.
I was like, is this so important?
Hang on. Let me.
Yeah, this
Not
dagger,
my
this
memory.
random thing that I got from somebody is someone who you need to care about.
Yes.
Exactly.
Elizabeth. There's just so many Elizabeths in this. Why not?
Which one? You'll
Yeah.
probably never know.
No, you probably never know. Especially in Jared's mind, they're all the same, so it really doesn't matter. All right, Bree.
What's the like? Could she tell me the value so I could like put up something comparable?
She had, I mean, you can definitely ask to look at it or see, but she's just like, yeah, I'll put this up if you have something to match. And so she kind of like garnishes the blade for you.
Okay. Sorry, I am looking to put up
Sure.
what I
Al, would you like to
wager anything?
wager anything or something of value? And if you guys want to just start by wagering just coins, and then you guys can play a couple rounds and then do that. That might
Well,
give you a little bit of time.
I have a
Unfortunately.
dagger.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put up a dagger.
Is it just a simple dagger?
It's just a dagger, normal dagger.
Okay. She goes, well, that dagger is nothing compared to mine, so I will put up the gold that is. It's like,
Well,
What's
but
special
like,
about your
how
dagger?
do yeah, exactly. How do
well,
we
so
know?
she garnishes it and shows it to you.
Okay.
And the blade that you guys see starts with a gold plated pommel, which transitions into kind of a black leather wrapped handle. Decorative crossguard curls away from the wielder's hand about an inch on either side. The blade itself is made of a black metal, giving off the appearance of Damascus, but darker. Everybody knows what Damascus looks like.
if you want to have gone through the bag of holding, because you knew this game was coming up.
And then there's very fine gold tubing that has been inlaid into the sturdy metal that makes up the blade. The tubing just appears to like come from the handle onto the blade.
Mhm.
So that's what the description of the handle looks like.
Okay. I'm gonna put out.
We have 4 battle axes, 3 sets of dwarven armor, 2 sapphires.
I will. I have a cool dagger. I will go ahead and bet my dragon tooth dagger.
That would be a very comparable.
Cool.
She'll see that and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna start a collection." Like
Yeah.
she's already counting her like
Ooh,
victories.
I already have a collection though. Actually, I'll show her my other 3 cool little daggers that I've got
Okay.
swirled away. My like cool golden like throwing dagger, my like black like working dagger, and all that kind of shit. The dagger of whittling that I've got.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but this one I think I can win, but I'm willing to part with this if I lose.
The dragon tooth
Yeah,
one, or
and,
the
if
dragon.
I do
claw,
lose
yeah.
it, I'm confident I'll go to someone who will take good care of it. So.
Okay, not a problem. So now that sits before you, you sit the dagger that I just explained to you, and the dagger that he had commissioned in Golmordur, if I'm remembering
Yes,
correctly.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna put out my regular dagger.
Okay.
And a tea set.
Okay. What is there something special about this tea set, or that's Zorda asking you?
It's a poison tea set for
Poisonous?
your enemies.
Go ahead and start this off by rolling. Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. And then how are you going to persuade her to, accept this? She's not a big tea fan.
You don't have to drink the tea. It's poison for your enemies. So
Sure,
you,
okay.
it's a weapon against them. 17.
That seems probably like it will work. It's been a while and I forgot I had to roll too. Okay, yeah, nat 1. Yeah, so... wow, this is the greatest teaser I've ever seen!
I will overcome all of my enemies.
Oh,
with this tea.
all of my daggers for this tea set. Jesus. Okay.
I said I don't like tea. That was a lie.
That was a lie! I love tea! Especially Nissa's.
Yeah, absolutely. I still have a flask of that tea, so.
And then,
I still have bricks of tea.
So Al, what do you think when you see a tea set get pulled out?
I'm gonna look at Bree and be like, I forgot you even have it. Do we have anything brewed? Do we have any tea brewed?
I don't know.
Oh, we totally could.
Yeah, we could have
Zorda,
tea.
would you like some tea? Maybe we should have some tea over a game of Liar's Dice.
Sure.
Awesome.
He pours it from the poison.
I was gonna say,
Right?
would you like this poison tea set? Also, would you like some tea?
No, I would like to. I can. There's a little area I could cook a little pot of tea.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
So I'll make some. I'm gonna cook up a small chunk of Mrs. tea because I still have bricks of her tea.
Okay.
So I will cut off a small portion,
Keep cutting away.
and I will offer Zorda the first sip when it's done.
Okay. And it's Nissa's tea?
Mrs. Tea.
I feel like that might make gambling kind of fun.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. It's good because I'm completely blanking on everything that I've written, so it'll be a good experience for me to remember what I wrote. All right. So she'll take it and be like, "Oh, are you not gonna have one?"
I absolutely will. I just wanted to pour you the first cup, so I'll pour her a cup, pour myself a cup. Pour Bree, would you like some?
I have to.
Only if you want some. I'll happily drink whatever you don't want. Mrs. Tea is the best.
I'll have a sip of Mrs. Tea.
Cool. I pour you a whole cup.
Okay.
It's a small cup,
Yeah.
but it's a cup.
Okay. All right. So
Good luck, everybody.
Yes.
Good game.
cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Oh yeah. We don't have cameras working, but Al, or the person who's playing Al, acted like he had a beak to drink. Okay, never mind. That just made me
Every
happy.
time, all the time.
Yes. Okay, so remind me what rules we have to make now that Mrs. T has been...
So I do not have Mrs. Tea written down
Oh.
because I never got it.
Sorry, that's
But,
on me.
It was like a Constitution saving throw.
I believe it was a wisdom save.
It is.
From what I remember. But as far as the exact effects, we assume it is something to do with being a little more inclined to tell.
Right, that's why you didn't have it.
Yeah,
Because
but
you had the tea, and you were like, I want this, but
Yes.
the way it works. Just hit... Oh, well, that worked too.
Exactly that. Of
And the Golmordur binder.
I'm so short.
You're doing great.
Also, because there's no cameras, the DM has binders and binders and binders
And then some more binders.
stacked of notes about the world. So we're going back to many moons ago.
It's
Close.
each individual
Close.
city has its own binder.
How?
Close.
How do? Why?
Press again. Like
Just the corner.
Close.
There you go.
Just do it.
Look at that.
Just
That's
do it.
not
Just
what I did.
With feeling. This
Try
time,
harder.
really.
Do better.
Try harder. Do better.
exactly. Exactly.
Sarah, do you mind?
Find the results you need.
Yeah, that's fine. 'Cause that's gonna
Eventually,
keep-
if you just keep trying harder,
That's
you
funny.
will do better.
Or die.
Or die trying. That is.
Thank you, Sarah.
You are welcome.
Okay.
What a cheerful group. Try harder, do better, die trying, and fail. We've really uncovered.
There's historical precedents.
We've really speaking truths this year, guys. I was telling Gabrielle about that after our last session. They're like, "What on earth? What kind of mantra are you guys forming there?" I'm like,
It's
just,
a really,
it just fit, man. You had to be there.
motivational. Where Tinker will be her best self in 2025.
She's just gonna keep trying harder.
Uh-huh.
There's still a lot of 2025 to
The
go.
do better part we'll see
To
about.
do better is
We have a lot
to
of
be determined.
we
Yep.
got a lot of better we can do, so we'll get there.
I think that there's nowhere but up from here for Tinker, but
I'm sorry, I feel like we could have thought that like 10 times by now.
true.
Well, when you follow
Are you
your
okay?
face, there shouldn't
Yeah,
be anywhere
just-
to go but up.
I can't say. Well,
I'm just
I
tripping,
can't say that. I
stumbling.
was gonna say.
Yep.
It's like I'm just taking it up the ass, but.
So you're falling forward.
Should really have cameras on for this.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, that's why the cameras are off this
chaos.
time.
Yeah, they have to be off. That would have
Yeah.
been a little bit wrong side.
Going back into a different binder. 'Cause it's not in that one.
We're going deeper.
There's only so far we can go, guys.
Garrett. Try harder.
Do better.
Do better.
I'll
And
just,
this is not
I'll
a
just
like
bite down.
if this works for the sake of this gambling game, right?
Yeah.
I guess
I just was not anticipating.
that's
this
okay.
coming
That's
up.
okay.
That's my fault.
My hope here, I suppose, right? Like we're all gonna drink this tea. So I remember some kind of save, right?
Yes.
I guess if whoever's affected by the tea, can we add like a rule to this set of gambling that just makes it
I've
more
got
fun?
it. Yes.
Oh, you have it.
But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe we could have everyone needs to make a roll whenever they make a call. Either way, like you make your call and then you have to make a persuasion or deception, whether you are lying or not. And you don't reveal
Sure.
which one it is. So like if I'm telling the truth, I make my persuasion or whatever.
Yeah.
And if I'm lying, I make a deception. Since Mrs. T promotes truthfulness or loose lips or whatever, right? That way, like we add like a randomness rule, like enforcing your whatever.
Yep.
If someone calls you,
The saving throw is a wisdom save.
Okay.
cool. So I was right. It wasn't wisdom.
Yes.
Like I have advantage on wisdom and charisma, so I was like, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
one of these two, but I couldn't remember.
And then I was like, I'm going to choose to fail this when
Yes,
I did
because
it.
I succeeded it accidentally twice.
And then, if the person fails, they speak nothing but the truth.
Oh! So if you fail, you're not going to be able to be like, I can't bet anything.
You can't lie.
You can. You
I
just
mean-
tell the absolute truth.
Yeah.
Are we gonna play it to that specific letter? Like, are we gonna play it that literally? So if you make this fail, like you can't lie about your dice at all.
I mean, that would be if we want to
Or-
use Mrs. T. This is just
Cool,
for
yeah.
fun and
Well,
stuff
yeah,
like
let's-
that, but
You could try with disadvantage.
No, well, we can do it too.
I like-
disadvantage.
I
but
want
like,
a purely honest gambling. That's hilarious.
we can do that. I'm fine with that.
okay. So
Alright,
first,
fuck it.
let's,
So do I need to roll my wisdom save to see if
yeah,
it affects
everybody
me?
would
So
need to do
wisdom
that
saves,
first.
You get it's disadvantage
Oh.
on
Bree's an idiot.
skill
I
checks.
know exactly what this is. I shouldn't have taken any.
I still haven't rested, so I still have exhaustion.
Correct.
So I have disadvantage on skills.
The first level of exhaustion
Okay,
is
not
skill check.
saves.
Not
Correct.
saves.
Correct.
Let's
Correct.
go.
That is correct.
Don't you have advantage?
That was a nat 20 on my.
Oh!
15.
I have proficiency. I misspoke on that. Proficiency.
Okay.
Tinker, since you are chilling, will you look up the Zone of Truth spell?
Yeah.
I should be wearing my fucking Nissa's t-shirt today.
That would have been
Nat 20, the Nissa's T save.
okay. And then, what did you roll?
15.
Meets it beats. So you were good.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Does
keep.
Zorda fail?
I'm gonna keep
Okay.
what Zorda
Yeah.
did,
You
secret
create.
just to keep the
Absolutely.
allure of the game.
Totally.
I will keep what it is.
What do you think, Zorda? How's the tea?
Do you want me to read Zone of Truth?
Yeah, let me answer this question.
Okay.
Good. I don't think I've ever had tea like this before.
I believe that. It's definitely one of a kind. It was so good. I had to buy bricks to bring with us. I just
Oh, well, where'd you get it?
Bricks.
Dumbledore.
Oh, I've never made it to that. It's Dwarven City, right?
Yes.
It's supposed to be really nice.
Supposed to be.
It definitely was. While we were there, if you get a chance to go back, I would say definitely be careful. Like we were talking about, I think with Keldrick yesterday or the day before. We left the city and it was definitely in a little bit of duress. So
Maybe give it 5 years before you visit.
5 years? It was that bad?
Well, I mean, I don't know how long things take to rebuild.
how is that tea for you, Bree?
It's tea.
It's tea.
Tastes like
I don't think it can beat it. Earthy, tangy, pungent,
Blech.
aromatic. It's lovely.
Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area, or just has the T, for the
And this is 10 minutes, by the way.
on a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while under the spell.
That's fine.
You know whether the creature succeeded or failed on its saving throw. That's for Zone of Truth. Like, if the caster knows.
Yeah,
but
this is just a T, so
Yeah.
it's just nobody is
knows.
tied to the spell.
yeah.
So,
Nissa
so that's, yeah. This is
This is like
somebody
someone's-
drank my tea.
Do you think that's how that works?
That'd be
right.
cool.
Oh my gosh, all of this is just getting funneled to her
Nissa
brain.
knows.
for
She
how
has all the
This
info.
is why she's the tea master, is because she literally has the... Anyway, sorry, we're getting deep into the web.
She did know a lot about you.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right. So we're trying to gamble.
Yeah. All right. So roll the 5d6s.
So who starts?
That's a good
You're gonna
question.
have to remind me because I mean I know you read the rules, but I
So-
still don't know if I understand them.
The hands were, if I remember right, it goes in first the number of dice that you are like saying you have matching, and then the number on the dice.
Okay.
So
Correct.
like if I say I have 1, 3, next person can say I have 1, 4. That's a higher bet.
Yes.
Next person then would have to say something higher than that, right? If I were to have 2 1s, that still beats 1 4.
It's kind of like a 2 pair beats a high card.
Yeah.
Makes
3
sense.
pair beats.
I'm only
whatever.
betting based on mine, so I can't say there's 6 of them out there because we only have 5 dice.
Yes, exactly.
You are only taking into account
Yeah.
what you have in
okay.
front of
There
you.
Got
They
it.
don't.
Is-
They don't. That would be an.
There is a
Well,
version
that's
of
how-
the game.
Yeah.
There's a version of the game that uses everybody's dice, and it bets up to whatever the total
That's
is.
how
Totally.
they play it in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, where you use everyone's dice
That's
because
what
you
I'm
reveal
picturing.
everyone's cups.
Okay, got it.
We're just doing our own though, and you
Yes.
have to bet higher than the last person, obviously. So if I bet like
Yep.
5 6s, you have to call my shit or
Be
have
done.
5 6s.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So who starts?
Sort of will. I have 1 3.
Conveniently, I have 2 3s.
I have 1 4.
I think I gotta be higher than
You
2.
got to be higher than 2 3s.
Yeah, pairs.
You could go 2 1. You could go
You can do
3
Two
1s.
fours or-
You can
yeah.
do 2 4s. You can do 3 1s.
Oh,
but
3
The
1s
first number
You can do 3
has
ones.
to be the same.
or more.
Yeah.
The second
Or
number
more.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And
we have,
Got it.
Yeah.
we're at
I
pairs.
do have 3 1s.
That works fine. 3 1s, man.
Out of 5.
A 3 of a kind is good out of 5. Any 3 of a kind is good out of 5.
Drew's just seeing his cards on his game, and he's like, man, I wish I had my special rule for him.
Yeah, really though. Liar's Dice is cool. There's maybe later.
I think you're lying.
What does that mean? What do I do? Do I have to prove it?
Or
Yeah,
reveal.
you reveal your dice. Do you have 3 1s?
I do. I literally just went like this and it moved, but I do actually have 3 1s.
Nice.
Okay. So
Okay.
now Zorda is out,
Zorda.
and she will be out while saying a lot of profanic language. Yeah. Like, oh, dang it.
Alright, so now you and I, we spin up again, and it's just you and me?
Yep.
Okay.
Sarah tried to hide her dice and then scattered them all over the board. So she was like,
Come back to me, come back to me.
Alrighty.
or Bree,
So
sorry.
would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first? since you won.
I would like to go first.
Go for it.
I have 1, 2.
I have 1, 3.
I have 1, 4.
I have 5.
I have 2 5s.
Oh!
I have 2 6s.
Called.
Wow. I do have 2 6s.
Oh!
I totally didn't have a 3 though.
What a hand!
Okay. So Al wins.
Yep.
Everything.
Ow, like.
And Zorda, like,
tell you what.
reluctantly is going to hand this to you. Very angrily.
A piece of paper.
Oh, so you get my.
Oh, actually, hand that back. You just know what I told you. There's a
I don't know what about.
part in this. that-
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
I
Damn it.
promise you that I will take great care of this.
I hope so. And you can see her just like.
I was totally oblivious to how much this hurts Zorda, and it like opens up his cloak and like has like the rack of like. I think I'm gonna like.
It's gonna go right there.
No, I think I'm gonna. Perfect. Put up.
Yeah. Wow.
And you have a regular
I'm gonna
dagger.
get some more tea. Does anyone want any more tea?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great.
Zorda will be like, "Do you have anything stronger than tea?" Like she's pretty distraught right now.
I don't.
You know, not that's good to drink.
No, we
I'll
have,
tell you, she rolled a nat 1 on the Mrs. T.
she,
No.
2 nat 1s for the DM off the cuff.
Oh
we still have more wine from the cask because that's what Tinker was.
Yeah,
doing.
we.
Right.
That's a great point.
We are
have-
chugging wine. We're
we do
actually
have-
all kind of drunk a little bit.
I imagine we brought a cask with us.
I know my
They
alchemy
provided,
jug.
and they provided too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
remember?
my
'Cause
alchemy jug, and then
Yeah.
we emptied that because you were getting drunk on purpose.
And we were looking for more, and they're like, "Go check the hold. There's more wine for
Yeah.
you." Cool.
Yeah.
I will. If we don't have one with us, I will go. Oh, yes, we're back. I'll go grab one of the casks of whatever we have left. I'll bring up the select reserve.
And then as you're like, as you're doing that, I guess I can put this one. Oh man, does he really want to do this? Yoster's gonna come up and go like, I don't have anything of like great value, but I'd like to play. Do you think maybe we could lower the stakes a bit so I could be a participant?
I don't know that I have anything else really to bet, so I would absolutely be down to play.
Okay.
Sure.
dude's gonna gamble the money I gave him.
What do you want to bet? Gotta play for something.
Yeah, no, of course. Could I do? I don't have a ton. I'm saving. So, a gold piece.
I can do the gold.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Zora, do you want to play anymore?
You in for a gold?
Yeah, all right. Fuck it.
Ah, man.
All right. Do you want to play for Zora?
Sure.
Or Tyson, whichever. Whomever.
Now watch.
Okay.
Oh, I need one more
The
piece.
game is fun, and the wine is good.
Yeah. I gotta get you. You have another regular dagger.
Another regular. Is it just a regular
It's
dagger?
a regular dagger, and you have the poison
No,
tea set, which
it's-
I can get you
Oh, I
the
see.
con, the sticks and stuff for that.
Yeah, the
Coloring
poison
lines.
tea set is.
weird.
My father-in-law engraved it for me.
Oh. I would have asked that the moment I picked it up.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
He's got 5 6s.
Can I use poker hands? Because I got a nice straight going on.
Yeah. I thought about making it that, but
That'd be
I didn't write it. It's a different game.
No, you're all good. That would be fun.
Okay, Yoster, let's have you start.
Alrighty.
I'm Zorda.
Oh,
Can we still not lie?
you haven't drinking the tea.
As you come
You're
up, you see I
Zorda.
have.
I'm
have
Oh yeah, you can't lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah,
Alright.
man else is coming to join us. So sorry. Yoster came up to join us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yoster, did you want any tea?
Oh,
I still
sure.
have a kettle on.
Yeah, if you guys want.
Absolutely. And I'm like already handing him the.
I don't want any.
Oh, I thought you were telling Yosh to be
Nope.
like, no, you don't want any.
I don't want any.
Okay.
You sure, Brie? I can top your cup off for you.
No, I'm okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ooh, Yoster. Big money, no whammies.
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
17. So he is good.
He's good.
Alrighty. Yoster's going to enter the game.
Hello.
He'll start and be like, I'll say
Snoots riches.
the highest number that I have is a 4.
That's not how the game's played. How many do you have?
1. 4.
1 more,
You have
Yoster.
two twos.
2 twos.
Yoster, I'm also part of that 4 club, but I have 2 4s.
I have 1
Odin?
5.
I love you.
Hey, big guy.
1 5. That's okay. I have. Wait, you gotta beat.
I have 2 4s. You gotta be 2
You
4s.
beat
Yeah, I
2
do
4s.
too.
Oh!
I have 2 5s.
2 3s.
Odin.
Hey! Oh, wait. No, 2
No,
3s
you have
won't
to,
work.
No, because you either have to go up in how many
I have
dice?
3 3s.
Well, Yoster's gonna call you BS because.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. This is me trying to figure out the game, but I understand. Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, re-roll. Thank goodness, because Yoster was struggling.
He was not holding it. Alright, next.
You're messing with my vibes here.
My guru.
Alright.
Odin.
Zord, do you want to go first this time?
I have
I'm sorry if you
2.
smell the kitties or my dog or whatever you smell, guy.
2 1s.
2 1s.
Why would you? I have 2 6s.
Oh!
I have 3 2s.
Really?
I call. Wow.
Alright then.
Which one is that one?
Okay.
Newcomer's luck. You're doing great at this, Yoster. Okay. Am I going first? Or
Sure. Yeah,
No,
we'll
it's
just we
gonna
were
be
going
two
on.
for the
I
next
have
round.
maybe the best hand I've ever had. 1 1.
I have 1 4.
I have 1 5.
I have 2 5s.
I've got 2 6s.
It's a good thing I have 3 5s.
I don't think you have 3 5s.
No way!
Dang!
Way to go, Yas.
Bam! Yoster is psyched.
That was great. That was great.
Oh,
Come on,
now I
nudge
can
him.
definitely afford my wedding.
Nudge
So
him
you-
the coins.
3 gold.
Yeah, 3 or 4
4?
gold coins. Or
Well, one is-
he gained 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
he went up.
He's up 3.
Yep.
And Zorda is gonna. All right, Yoster, that was fun, but we might be raising the stakes again. And she's going to.
I do appreciate how Jared casually throws away more money than he's excited about.
Easily. You just.
Oh, it's just no. It's a.
Zorda's gonna
I will
say.
get it from you later because I have it like noted in a specific place. I noticed it had a specific damage roll to it.
She's going to say, okay. I don't. The item thing was more fun to her. So
Okay.
she's going to show off the dice that she's been rolling, which are these like beautifully carved stone dice, specifically for this liar's dice. Like it has like liar on like where the 6 would be.
That's fun.
Like they're custom dice for this game, and like the cup has like liar dice written on the side of it.
Okay.
She'll be like, so I'll wager this. It's about 3 gold pieces. Pretty expensive, like, gaming set.
Okay.
And Yoster will just be like, you know what? I'll just, I'll stay in, like, he'll ride the winnings. So he's not betting anymore. He's taking his gold coin off,
3.
but he'll put his 3 gold pieces in to match.
Sure.
So which one do you want to play as?
Yoster.
Okay.
Gold
You don't like the
pieces.
not lying part?
Yeah, that makes
Kind of
sense.
makes it a little difficult in the game of liar's dice.
Okay.
I'll put 3 gold pieces in to match. You know what? No, that'd be rude. I will give Zorda a chance to win back her dagger.
Okay.
So I will bet Zorda's dagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my coin of certainty in.
Wow.
Because I used
Okay.
one. That is just,
I just gave you
it always
this
lands
one
on
place
heads.
the one.
Yeah, it's like a
That's a gaming piece.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, you're doing the same thing. You're like matching a gaming piece for
I
gaming
only gave you
piece.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
That's
the
what
only
I have.
gold that's in there is Yoster's because Yoster doesn't have anything
Yeah.
really. Okay.
Hang on.
And then we'll just continue around the table. We've swapped places, but Al, you will go first on this round.
Okay. I have 1, 5.
Call him out.
2 4s.
Wow.
Zorda will call you on that.
Wrong 2 4s.
Well, because she can't lie,
Wow,
and
yeah,
she
yeah,
can't
yeah.
beat that.
That's
so
crazy.
2
Zorda is out.
4s.
The lying part,
The lying,
is
that's
liar's
what
dice
this
is a real.
is.
That's a
Killer.
great move, yeah.
For liar's dice.
We basically just strong arm Zorda out of the game
Mhm.
because she just can't gamble.
Yes. And so
Sorry,
she just
she's
watches her,
good.
she watches her dagger go back again. Like,
Sorry. I had
Where do you
to.
start?
Yeah, Bree, because you won. That's tough.
That's
man.
why? Because I win.
Yes.
2 2s.
2 3s.
2 4s.
2 6s.
3 6s.
I don't think you had 3 6s.
No.
I had 2 of them. That's it.
I had 3 4s for your fucking 3 6s. All right.
Okay.
Last one.
Wow, so this is for a
Everything?
dagger, 3 gold pieces, and
Oh, Yoster's so sad.
and
He's
the
wedding now.
And the game.
no, he didn't touch the money that you gave him.
And the gaming set.
And the like, yeah.
So the coin of surety, the gaming set, Zorda's dagger, and 3 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. I start because I won.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Imagine getting to your
2
and be like,
5s.
sorry, I lost our wedding in a bet.
2 6s.
Against some literally
3
3
3s.
3 6s.
No, I don't think I have 3 6s.
I do.
Let's see them.
Yeah.
Text. There's a text that matters.
There's
Is it 21?
Okay, go ahead and.
Is it 21?
Oh.
That I rolled.
Okay. Drew, will you go ahead and make a perception roll for me?
I certainly will.
at disadvantage.
And with guidance, and with the talisman. So that is going to be 16 plus previous perception, not investigation. So it's 18 total.
And what did you roll?
I got a 12 on my dice.
No, I'm sorry. What did Bree roll?
21.
Okay, did not beat. So you did not see whatever shenanigans that she was attempting to do.
Then I have
Three
my
sixes!
additional D4 for
Oh,
the talisman
yes.
because I failed.
Sorry, I thought you had told me 18 was the total. I
That
apologize.
is the total, but I get to know whether I passed or failed before I
Oh,
get to roll
you
my talisman.
would not have been able to see what she was doing.
Yeah, so I will roll my talisman to
Okay.
see what my additional
Get
benefit
a
would be.
D4 and
Okay.
you got
Come
it.
on!
I gotta get a 3 or a 4. That is a 2.
Oh!
Let me double check. Can I apply? I just want to make sure if I can apply it to the same thing. I think it's once per check, but I want to double check
Sure.
because I never use these otherwise.
Yeah, no, of course.
We'll see.
Damn, so close. Freeze shenanigans get her that dagger.
Too bad the shenanigans didn't work at the bank.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
timing,
unfortunate.
like for the one they used. is fun.
See what crazy repercussions that has in our
I
future.
totally forgot about that.
Yep,
Shit.
that's fun.
Haven't been dwelling on that. Now add it to my dwell list.
It doesn't say it can only be once per roll. It says when the wearer fails an ability check, they can add D4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into success. This benefit can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and all expended uses are restored when you finish a long rest.
So you could use it multiple
This is
times
what-
per roll?
It doesn't specify.
This is the
yes or no.
talisman that we.
Yeah, this is just from D&D Wiki. It says your patron gives you an amulet. The talisman can aid the wearer when the need is great.
Interesting.
When
I only
when,
have 3 uses per long rest though. It is 3. It's like per day.
when we like talked about that, my assumption on that was it was like once per like
So you get 3.
roll. You can use it 3 times during a day.
Total.
I
Long
didn't
rest.
think that it stacked. I know it doesn't say that in there.
Yeah.
That was just
I've
my
never even tried
impression of that.
I've
but-
never needed to use it more than once. It's never even been like there's
Yeah.
never been a roll that I've failed after using the talisman once. So it's never come up before, right?
Yeah. So I mean that was my assumption when we created that. You know, but I don't want to like lock it in now. But
I'm just
Yeah.
because I don't have it noted here. and I don't have it noted because it's not noted here. It
Sure.
just says this benefit can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. It specifies nothing about once per roll or otherwise.
So the 3 times is because that's what your proficiency bonus is?
Yeah, I
Is
can
that-
activate it a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus per long rest.
So, I mean, we can definitely, we can have a discussion about it for sure. The off-the-cuff thing that I thought was that you could use it, whatever your proficiency, the number of times during the day. I didn't think it would stack, but because if it's stacked, it'd be
If I have, I still got to use my charges. I still only get 3
would be
charges.
4, 4, 4. So you'd have a possibility of adding an extra 12 to a roll if you maxed.
If I rolled max dice on
2, 4,
a
6
single
would be
roll
average.
in 24 hours, I could potentially add up to 12 to a singular roll if
Yeah.
I fail it.
And an average would be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that just seems high to me. But I mean, it's your talisman. I'm willing to
I'm
hear it out.
I'm just reading what this says. I'm not implying any interpretation.
Sure.
I'm literally just telling you what the rules say is that I can.
Yeah, it's one of those gray areas that it doesn't specify.
Yeah,
specifically.
if you want to look it up in, I believe this is in Tasha's. You can check what the verbiage exactly in the
hand
book
me
is.
the book.
Let's see.
What book is it
Tasha's
in?
Cauldron.
Tasha's Cauldron.
Pact of the
Something,
Talisman
something.
Handbook. Let me double check to make sure. Which one is it in?
Tyson got denied
No.
by the table.
Denied.
Did you get a haircut, by the way, Tyson?
Yes.
He totally did.
He walked in. I was like, "Your hair's short."
Looks good.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's why the cameras aren't working.
Well, we could take a photo, and that could just be like
That would be the background for the
the
audio.
whole video. Thank you.
I'm double checking to make sure it is that book.
Okay. You're gonna send me on a wild goose chase, and it's definitely.
I know we've checked in that book because of
the domain thing, right?
either the domain or
Or the
one of my
twilight.
incantations or something. So
And when I wrote the talisman part, I didn't specify that either, did I? That would have made too much sense.
I don't think that you gave me anything for my talisman.
No. You just said, hey, you gave this, hey, what do you think about this? And I was like,
This is not in that. This is
Oh.
not anything we wrote. This is
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what I read you is from the
From
wiki.
the
Like
thing.
it's not from anything. What I just read you is from the wiki. It's not our writing of anything. We didn't decide on anything. I'm like the ruling of Act of the Talisman says, whenever I fail a roll, I get to know if I fail. I can add a d4 to the roll to see if I succeed. I can do that a number of times equal to my proficiency modifier per day. It does not say that I can't do the same thing if I fail the same roll again. It doesn't say that I can't. Right?
I feel like
It says A though, right? It doesn't
Well,
say
it
like.
says, but then after I succeed, after I succeed or fail, I know if I have succeeded or failed, and then I may add a d4.
and then
so
if
then
he knows
after-
I still didn't succeed, he
Then
can
I could
add
do
a
it again
D4.
because I still have a charge, right? Like I. And
I
to me, it's about where I
guess.
expend the charge because, like you say, if I can add up to 12 to a roll, okay, but I can't do that again anywhere else for a day.
Yeah.
The only reason we haven't had this conversation in more than 3 years of playing is because it's literally never mattered because I've never failed by more
Is
than
there-
enough
Yeah.
for it to
You've
matter.
usually been close enough where
Yeah,
the
like,
D4 gets it.
I failed, I got 2. Cool,
Is
you're
it-
there,
you're
right?
good.
Like,
Is there like a?
clearly, I've never used it to try to juice something by fucking 12, right?
yeah.
That's never been the intention of this skill. I've only ever done it when I've missed by a little. And again, we're talking I missed by 1 on a 2 through 4, right?
Is there a like
You know what's really
Reddit-
killing me on this?
Reddit situation that like
I gotta look.
weighs
It's,
in?
what's really killing me on this is that this is for, does it stay in the party or does it stay in the party?
Yeah.
It's coming to us either way. What's this? Talisman?
It is literally the Pact of the Talisman. This is just what this lets me do. This is literally what taking this even lets me do. This is the whole Warlock subdomain. And for comparison, this is comparable to Pact of the Tome, where I could have taken 3 cantrips from any class for free for the whole game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah.
about that's
It's a big thing.
this
Yeah.
is my literal subclass
Yeah.
defining trait. And I get 3 uses per long rest for having this.
I hate when things aren't cut and dry.
ChatGPT says no. That's all I have to contribute.
ChatGPT said no last time as well, and we decided ChatGPT was stupid. So
Here's Reddit. Let's see what Reddit says.
from Wikidot, just again for word, it says, your patron gives you an amulet, a talisman that can aid the wearer when need is great. When the wearer fails an ability check, they may add a d4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into a success. This benefit can be used any number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and all expended uses are restored when you finish a long rest. If you lose the talisman, you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to receive a replacement from your patron. This ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest, and it destroys the previous amulet wherever it may be. The talisman turns to ash whenever you may die. This is what I was telling you guys about the other time when I said I can make a new one. But those are literally the only two things that I get for being packed with the talisman. The only other things which it changes for my character at all for being a warlock are access to certain invocations, like the one that pushes people away from me whenever they attack me. That's specifically locked because I have the talisman. I can take further like subclass modifications.
So the Reddit thing, some people are like, no, that would make everything a success, and other people are like, no, because it's only based off of your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I mean,
And then another person says, absolutely, your pact lets you succeed a DC 30 if you roll multiple times.
yeah, can we talk here too just about the fact that people who are saying it'd be really broken. At fucking 20th level, you have 6 proficiency.
Yeah.
So at absolute worst, you can stack something 6 times.
Yeah.
Which means, again, I think you can maybe guarantee 1 roll per day. Maybe.
Yeah, and at most you'd stack at 24.
On one roll,
I mean,
right? Like,
right,
again,
but I mean
what I'm saying,
that's the ult. Like if
Yeah.
we're saying the worst,
Yeah,
that's-
if we're going to say at the absolute worst, at 20th god tier level,
yeah,
I can channel the powers of the Raven Queen to save me on 1 roll per day. Which,
6,
I mean,
yeah.
6.
And then at god level, the best you could do is 24 plus whatever you've rolled.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I,
It's 6
at
or
God
24.
level, which would make sense.
Yeah,
then.
24
that's what I'm
would beat
saying.
a natural 20 without any modifier.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
but your a DC threshold for most things is still at 25.
Mhm.
Like at high past 20, whatever. All to say, right? Like we're talking about.
And I'm glad that it came up here, where like I mean, this does matter, but it's not like in a
It's
boss
not a
fight or
detriment.
whatever.
This is
It's
relatively,
not.
This
Comes
is
in
relatively
here where-
relevant, but
Drew either gets something from our party or Bree gets something from our party.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this doesn't make a difference on whatever. But
It does.
It,
I mean,
it will
yeah,
matter as I get stronger.
Sure.
This is the same thing as the Twilight Domain. Like it hasn't come up because there hasn't been a good use case for it. But it doesn't.
How many
prohibit
times have you used the talisman in this day?
0.
You didn't use any in the.
I usually don't use it at all.
Okay.
Like 9 times out of 10, it gets no use. Then I very rarely use it for me. I think the only time I've ever used it in recallable memory for me was saving Nicholas, which I used it on a singular interaction to deceive somebody.
Yeah.
Usually, this is used when I give it to somebody else, and I ask them to try to make a roll. Right? This is my way of being able to support other people. But it's and even when that has happened, we've never stacked it on the same thing, right? Like
Okay.
it's always been something that again they've always made within 1 d4. It's never been
It's
more
never-
than 4
yeah.
away.
Fair. Okay.
I obviously have something to gain from this,
Yeah.
and so I'm kind of on the side of no, but I will abstain myself from the decision because I have a stake in it.
So I'm gonna make a ruling that will go through this game, and then we'll figure out a final thing. So here's what I'm.
Oh,
Fuck you.
this is 7th level. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, never.
So for as it giving me a little bit more time to like digest everything. It's not going to impact. Well, so I'm going to adapt 2 different things here. So going forward from right now till the end of time until we.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. The only reason this is 7th level is because it's from the newer D&D. They just changed when you get to use this ability. But it's the same ability. Because it's you get to add a D4 roll, potentially turning the save into a success. The benefit can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and only expends a use if the roll succeeds. So since you rolled and it didn't succeed, you technically didn't use that.
He says from
Time.
the new edition.
Yeah, that's the new
Yeah,
edition.
yeah.
So
They
So-
changed how it works.
Yeah,
altogether.
that-
yeah. So that's not the.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
I
at least
just-
that makes it a little more definitive.
If that is how it would work, right, and I don't expend a use
Uh-huh.
until it's done, that very clearly is either I use it and I make it, or I don't and I get it back,
Yeah.
right? Like that gives it a clear cut whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still expending a charge for a
Yeah.
D4 that goes nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And
So-
with everything else we've done for the actually, it's okay. It's not important.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Sorry, I don't.
No. So here's what I'm because this hasn't come up. Okay. So you get to make the okay. So going all the way backwards, if the way that I'm comfortable with doing this is if you make a roll and you get to know if you succeed or not at that stage to be able to decide whether you want to use the talisman or not.
It triggers when I fail. So like like
Right,
the
like
ability-
but that's what I'm saying. You would know if you failed the save, but you don't know by how much or whatever.
yeah, I only
you just
know that I fail.
Okay, at that moment, you can decide how many charges you want to use. Again, I understand that it does not solve this for this particular thing, and the only reason I'm doing this now is to so that I can give myself a little bit more time. You can make another roll if you so choose to now.
Then I make it for sure because a 1 makes
Right.
it. Right. Like
I'm because you're being well. I guess because I was also going to say, Sarah, you can inspire yourself, but this is
and in this case too. Again, this is not your fault, but you told me what the roll was, right? As far as beforehand, because she made the roll.
Correct.
So if I have to know the difference to whatever, then I know ahead of time I'm going to juice it for 3.
100%.
So-
That's what I'm. That like I'm. That ruling was more for anything that would have happened in the future, to be like you did not succeed. How many attempts do you want to make?
Yeah, it's not super crucial to me that I catch Bree cheating here. Like I guess like if that is what it is, that is what it is. I'm not trying to take that away from Sarah, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think this is the exact same case that I made for the thing we talked about last time. I had a big discussion about
Sure.
where we are adding context clause to something which does not have them written.
Sure.
And I don't think that makes sense. So,
Okay. Yeah, it's not written, so we'll take it just like we did with the last one.
And I don't want to force you to make that choice
No,
now,
no.
though. So if that's the case of like, I'm happy to just let this be. I've made the 1, and that's good, and we can talk about it later.
No, well, regardless of that, we will say that because it is not written, just to keep uniformity, because once we talked about this last time, once we start meddling in, well, it does say that here, but it doesn't say that here, and if we're going to take that in one instance but not in another,
Yeah,
it becomes, so if it does not say, which it doesn't,
not that I can say
then we'll say that you can. The one thing of the wording that I don't like is you can use a thing. I get that's like, well, you can then tell if you fail it again and then again and again and again until your charges are gone.
Yes.
So you have the ability to do that now if you want to.
I want to check one more thing just to
Yeah.
make sure, because we still haven't figured out which handbook it's in. Like, from what I can see online, there is not anything.
Yeah,
else.
I
So
didn't
can
see
figure
it
out the
in this
handbook.
one. But I could be mistaken.
GPT says it's Tasha's Cauldron.
So it is in
CCOE?
Tasha's?
I can look while you finish.
What?
Okay.
Finish
It's
up
probably in
gambling.
the index.
Yeah, if it is worded this way in Tasha's, then I think that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
If it's worded otherwise, I like we've gone to source material every time we can, so like that is what I want to do. But if there's not any other words in there, they don't limit a restriction. If we're gonna go off what the new printing is, 100%, I think that makes total sense.
But we play 5e,
Yeah,
so
anyway.
so yes, if you would like to, you can reuse a charge.
I think
That's fine.
knowing that there is more going on here, I feel fishiness, but I am not going to roll anything extra. And so, if you have your 3 6s, you have your 3 6s. Perfect.
Okay.
Ah, dang. All right,
Yeah.
man. Well, here you are, Bree.
Oh, thank you. So I have Flyer's dice, 3 gold,
And some versions.
And Zorda's dagger.
and Zorda's dagger.
Mhm.
Okay.
Might be 7.
I'm gonna give the 3 gold back to Yoster.
In front of everybody. Okay. Yep.
I'm just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You got it.
And Zorda's dagger, not to Zorda.
Oh shit, no.
That's how.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yasha, you can have this. Zorda, fuck
no,
off.
I feel bad 'cause Yoster, yeah. Okay, wait, what?
Pretty nice.
Did you find it?
It's the exact same wording.
Okay. So that's the way we'll play it going forward.
Sure.
Whatever the case
If it
was, you
becomes
guys
monumentally
decided.
broken, then let me know and we can.
Yeah,
change
yeah.
whatever,
We'll
right?
address it, but until it happens, we're gonna go based
I
off.
don't
of
think
here's-
it'll ever be a problem. Like, I
here's
don't
my-
intend to use it that way.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all,
yeah.
So.
Here's my only thing is this thing. There's also a 7th level protection of the talisman, and the prerequisite is the pact of the talisman feature.
Yes.
And this is it's the same thing that I read. Apparently, it's not the new edition. It says when the wearer, blah, 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 you can add a d4 to your roll, potentially turning it into a success. This benefit can be used the number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and all expended uses are restored when you finish a long rest. So
But it's an entirely independent thing.
yeah,
So it would be like a secondary.
Do you
What?
have to
What's it
take?
called?
either
What's the
way.
name of that? Can I look it up?
Protection of the Talisman.
Okay,
So
that's
there's
interesting.
Pact of the Talisman, which
Yeah,
says
this is an Eldritch Invocation.
when a wearer fails an ability check, they add a
regardless,
D4 to
Sarah,
roll.
We've made
No,
the
that's
so
fine,
you have the
yeah.
thing, but I do want to get this
Yeah, that's
dialed
fine.
in because.
They can add a D4
So
to the
what
roll,
are you doing?
potentially.
While we're going through this, what are you doing? Okay.
I don't know what the difference is here.
That's
Like, it looks like it's the exact same.
Is it without seeing it? Is it within the? Do you have to do the first one to then get the second one?
Yeah.
so.
But it looks like it's. Do you see a difference?
But is it?
I wonder if the seventh level you can then use them all at the same time.
Oh, maybe that's. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure
Is
out.
that what it is? I just
But
don't
they're
understand
written
why
the
they would
same.
write that twice.
That's what I'm. So okay, it says when the wearer.
The fact that you're drinking milk is just a.
I'm not. It's a
Oh,
pinnacle.
thank God.
It's the
No,
pinnacle.
no. Protection is saving throws. Protection expands it to saving throws.
It
Thank
looks
you.
like she's just
Pact of
drinking
the
like
Talisman.
a jug of
So what I'm
Okay,
using.
thank you.
Pact of the Talisman says when they fail an ability check. Word for word, Protection of the Talisman says when your wearer fails a saving throw.
Okay, so this is just an ability check.
Okay,
that
I am
makes
using
sense.
mine for
Yep.
the ability
But
check.
it's the
though.
exact same wording as what he read,
Yeah.
so it sounds like you could use it multiple times.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
in the same way.
In the
of-
same
and the
Well,
I
and the
would know
addition
if I
is
failed.
the
Yeah.
ability check for
Yeah.
saving
and
throw.
the addition.
and I wouldn't know if I again by how much. I know
Yeah.
strictly do I
Yep, yep,
fail,
yep, yep,
do
yep,
I
yep.
not, and then I get to know,
I was
and then I
gonna
add the
say
D4 accordingly.
that's the difference here, because had the numbers not been said, it wouldn't have been
He
as.
wouldn't have-
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
because I automatically was like,
Right.
it's this.
Right, right. If I'm rolling against you, right, and I know that
Yeah.
I made an 18 and whatever, and I still don't get it, right, like. I may have, I may not have, right? But I
Yeah.
knew that I was within one.
Yeah.
I
It's
knew that I
because
needed
that
a 3 or a
class- yeah.
4, so I
No.
know that I guarantee to get it. It makes it different.
Yeah. Yes.
I also
exactly.
think I'm going to add a house rule in right now. If this type of thing comes up where we're like debating between a thing and for the sake of this, let's say this side of the table thinks it's one way and this side of the table thinks it's other, and we can't come to an agreement, I'm just going to have us roll a
Yeah.
d20. You roll a d20, and whichever one's the higher,
Yeah, we'll
that's the
figure
one
it
that
out
we're
later.
going with,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to keep the,
That's fair. Yeah.
does that seem good for everybody? We just let the dice
Totally cool.
say it, and then we can figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless obviously it's going to be like well, this is going to happen a lot, but
Yeah.
in these very
Or
specific
if
instances.
it matters if we die or not.
Yeah,
I
if
want to
Yeah,
figure it out.
I'm just saying for the sake of like easement for this type of stuff, we could be like, hey, you know, we don't know, we'll do that.
I-
One of us
Regardless,
think the boss should be dead, and you don't.
yeah. Well, then being Sarah and Ray and Raven Queen and Bahamut, I just go smited, and another god kills you.
Okay.
I agree. Makes sense to me.
Aw.
Cool.
Okay.
All
cool.
of that makes sense to me. So.
Okay. So that, however, you have a secret tea set.
I do have a secret tea
Poison
set.
tea set.
Yep,
I do have the poisoner's tea set, and I got an extra just regular dagger. So
Correct.
Yes, you
and you have a specialty dagger and a special dice thing, plus the 3 gold.
So who won that last one?
Me.
Bree won the last
by a
a
hair.
hair.
By rules.
Because you
Yes.
didn't get to roll more.
I chose to not. I feel like
Chose to not.
flavorfully I would be cheating
Mhm.
if I took that because I knew that I would.
Metagaming.
Yeah, we could also just re-roll, but
No,
I think we're
I didn't even think about the fact that Bree would cheat.
yeah.
So-
Al wouldn't have. I would have been like, what? Gee,
Right,
no,
like-
of course not. Why would you, I'm your friend? Why would you screw me over?
Yeah.
And Bree's like, there is no friends in gambling.
No friends and money.
1001. 1000. Yeah. Okay. So,
Just counts her earnings in front of her victims.
yeah. Zorda is now like, well, like annoyed, like, this is not my night. I've lost the 2 things I hold most sacred to me, minus this flask, and that is not going on the table. See ya. And like, she is just gonna leave.
Oh no.
Oh,
Have a good night, Zorda.
I plan on it. As she's like,
Oh boy.
yeah. So she's tying one on. Yoster's still sitting there being like, well, that was fun. Instead of any money, do you guys want to play for a shot?
I think I'm okay with
Okay.
playing. I'll have a shot with you anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So Yoster's like, I have a ball, and he has like a cheap little bottle of whiskey that like he has, and he's like, "Burp, burp, burp," or
Nice.
of what a whiskey would be. Or is it? Would you like one?
Are they here?
Oh, sure.
Aren't they yelling at each other in the corner?
Jennifer's probably in bed by now.
Yeah.
I think Jared.
Yeah, this is
Jared's
probably
fine.
about the point where I'm walking
Wandering.
back.
Oh,
Like,
hey, Jared.
It's just after getting reamed
He's
by
like,
his
merman's
daughter.
out here.
I was debating going to hang out in the hammock, but if you're up here, I'll hang out for a bit.
yeah. Want to trade beds tonight?
And trade beds.
I can keep watch on the
Math.
crow's nest today.
I don't know. I do like the hammock. Am I getting the love seat or am I getting the bed?
You get the whole bed.
Oh, the whole bed. You know, that sounds like a good trade. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I guess I don't know that. Whatever one Tink's not in.
I mean, I guess you could snuggle with
I'm
Tink.
gonna.
You said Tink.
I'm gonna insight.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna insight. See if anything else
It's been a
going
while.
on here. I got a disadvantage, so that is.
Maybe he just said that out of frustration.
That's not my daughter.
23.
23.
Yeah, 23. I'm trying to see if like Jared's like hiding stuff from me.
Do you even want to make a roll? Or are you trying to hide it, or
I was
I mean, I feel like there's like it's written on my face.
okay?
Just-
Yeah, that's it.
mostly for me on my own.
Are you
oblivion.
okay?
I mean, okay enough, I suppose.
Yoster's just handing you like a shot as he's.
Just down it.
Do you want some-
Well, okay. Well, cheers. And
Cheers.
Cheers. Do you want any tea? We brewed some Nissa's tea.
No, I'm good. I don't need.
He pours it from the poison.
I don't need.
sure.
I don't
So I got
think-
this cool new tea set I got, by the way. Bree says it kills people. Do you want some tea?
I don't think I need Nissa's tea tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Might help you to talk things out.
Yeah, well, there's times where you should bite your tongue, and I'm a little
That sounds
frustrated.
really
tonight,
painful.
so.
You should not do that.
Eh,
Do you want to go scream into the wind?
no, I don't really want to try to get attention of those strange mer people.
What? Mer people? Did you tell
Yeah,
everybody?
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I don't think they're worried.
I'm trying to remember.
Kelrick's not worried about it. I think the best thing we can do is just leave them be.
Well, I could get you a pillow to scream into.
Oh, we just had the mer people conversation then, huh?
Yeah, just happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a month ago.
So finish arguing mer people conversation, and now this.
I know
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
It's been an eventful evening.
We didn't have a like boat trip. Damn.
For real.
Well, if you want to sleep in the crow's nest, I'm happy to take one of the beds in the captain's quarters.
I appreciate it, Al. Thank you.
Are you
Of
gonna-
course. Don't fall.
I will try not to.
It's slick. The ocean breeze carries a lot of like mist. It's not quite as sturdy as you think it is. It's kind of slick in the morning.
Well, as long as we're anchored, I have my immovable shield, and only my immovable shield. So
I
I
almost
should be
put
fine.
that up for a wager.
I thought I was gonna say it. I was gonna be pretty upset about that.
I considered it.
That sort of wins it. She's like, sweet. What is
You stole it? And then she'd probably get pretty upset for being accused of stealing. That seems like her MO.
She does not like to be accused for anything.
Well, we are really close to our destination. I think we should get there within a day or so.
Mhm.
So, is there
Um,
anything?
I would like to go before bed. I'm gonna like find space by myself, and I want to cast Identify on the dagger and on the dice. Find out about them.
Okay.
I found out real quick that Zorda doesn't cheat.
Yeah, Zorda was a really bad liar tonight. Anyone else
Yeah.
notice that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Wait, you gave her Nissa's tea.
So what?
this? He's never had it affect him.
It literally, actually, I faux pas and shouldn't have told you what Mrs. T did. Like it,
Yeah.
nobody here they just know that they
Yeah, I've never failed the tea. This is now 4 or 5
Yeah, but-
times on succeeding by a lot on this tea.
Yeah, but do
And you drink
remember,
a lot of the tea too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a common thing.
But do you remember when Tink drank the tea?
Yeah,
Did
He
you?
was
acting
snooping
kinda-
in the back.
she was acting kind of weird,
Oh,
but
I
I
was
was
with you.
I was mostly looking around. Mostly.
Alright. Never mind. Do it. So we don't know, actually. I'm
No.
sorry. Okay, then never mind. Yeah, that is weird. Sorta. What is wrong with Sorta?
That's weird as well.
Yep.
I mean, Jared has a pretty good idea that it loosens
Yeah.
or prevents all your inhibitions.
We've been told that it loosens lips and like just not how. Like that Al hasn't put
That's
together
true.
that it makes you that it's a druggy tea.
Well, I mean, we did pour it down the one lady's throat while we were interrogating her.
We did. Well, we're figuring my health situation is relaxing.
This person who's murdering
Relaxing.
children
Yeah.
suddenly, oh yeah, hey friendos.
Al's contact. I'm going to come back for. I'm mostly saying this as a reminder to come back to Al's roots, and I think it's funny to think about this, right? Al is a bird who mimics things. I'm a mockingbird, man. This tea, I've only seen people drink over conversations, and that lady, we need to have a talk with.
We're going back to
She needed
Commodore, damn
talking
it.
to.
Because we needed her to talk. So, Al's thought is, we're talking over tea, whether you want to talk or not, bitch.
You're drinking this tea, ma'am.
Yeah, unironically, that is
Waterboard
why
her
I
with the
suggested the
tea.
tea when we did.
Have a sip. Are you comfortable?
I'm a good host.
Tell us everything, and then die.
Oh shit. You're casting Identify on the dice?
And the dagger.
Okay. So the dice is just a fancy,
They're just nice dice.
yes,
Okay.
roughly about 3 gold worth of
Okay.
dice. The
They're really nice dice.
yeah, like they're, and a gold piece is like, as I was
Those
talking
dice could buy a wedding.
No. Okay, like, it wasn't the 3 dice that he.
It wasn't the dice, it was the gold.
You missed because nobody was there when. What? Never mind. Okay. Yeah, they could. It's the Mercedes of
That's
dice.
a crazy wedding.
My wedding.
How many levels of rogue are you, Bree?
Moving on.
3.
Which
Aren't you
one is
4
it?
of Bard?
Which one is it?
I think it's rogue. Pretty sure.
Okay, well, check. That depends on something about this.
Oh no, you're right. It is 3. 4 bard. I
Okay,
thought it was.
I wrote those stat blocks.
it's okay. 3 is all that you needed. This is a custom, one of a kind, game gaming designed,
Bam, gaming.
or rolling, whatever. Who are we? I don't know. This.
Gala
I
Cala,
made this.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
We are the shit show. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rolling free original. So,
I love that I wasn't even part of that name creation, but
Ooh.
it's a great name. Great name creation. Fucking excellent party. Excellent party name.
oh yeah, it was it
was
was
before I joined.
before you joined.
That
yeah.
was pre the Rises with the Fall gasp. Because he said, the king said, how should I introduce you all for the celebration? We were like,
right.
Gala
that
Cala. He's
was-
like, this is Gala Cala. And it was like, whoa, the Rises with the Fall.
Yeah, because how long until you joined the group?
I think
Notes.
Was it?
Do you have them dated for your first session?
By the way, this is great.
Yeah,
We're not
honestly,
doing
when-
this on camera because this is just a lot. We haven't seen each other in like a month, so
It's a podcast. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
yeah, it'd be kind of
I
fun. I'd listen to this.
joined on July 10th. And then
2020 what?
I didn't write that. I just
Would be 2021.
Okay, so it was a
It was
year.
the same year that they were. I'm just trying to figure out, was it like 6 months or 3 months or whatever from when
So
you
you
guys?
joined like a 1 year
So
before.
I
Like almost a
rough-
year.
roughly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost a year to a month.
I rolled my stats in
okay,
January.
no, and then it was on.
Because I know we.
But then later I have Gala Cala. Like that's like 4 or 5 sessions after.
No, I
joined.
remember the session that you guys named yourself. I mean, when did the group itself start? And he
Oh.
said that he rolled his stats in January
Okay.
Of that year.
of saying like
2021.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we played I think in January, but it was super like most D&D groups where
Yeah.
it's every 3 months. Hey, do you guys want to play again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. So not too bad though. I mean, you were what? What is that? Like 7 months or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bree?
Not done reading.
Oh,
I think there's a lot of words on this page.
there's a lot. Okay.
It looked pretty cool for like the 3 words I saw.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Oh wait, no, I
It was
forgot.
Zorda's embellished dag. Oh no.
Sword is a
Well, because and maybe I assumed, but you don't have 3 levels of rogue, do you?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's what I was.
I have 0 levels of rogue.
Okay, so my assumption was correct then, because I was like, oh, you don't know this.
Nope, I don't.
This is a rogue specific.
I have Warlock and Cleric. God,
Yes.
I would be a really weird bird if I had Rogue. If I were to get anything else, I would totally take Rogue for the expertise.
That, yeah. Or
Um,
take, was it 3 levels in rogue for sneak
Weird.
attack?
The bonus actions.
No.
Yeah.
Because I can't sneak attack on range
Yeah,
magical stuff anyway,
yeah.
so...
You get sneak attack on level 1.
I don't
Really?
think my character
Oh,
uses
wow.
like sneak attack great, but the expertise and like the bonus action do stuff,
Mhm.
those are really cool.
Mhm.
Because take an action, do a thing.
Or is it at level 3 you get an extra attack?
Every 2 levels, you get an extra dice to your
Sneak.
sneak.
That's not what I'm doing out anyway, though. He's
No.
I'm just levels by how we're doing the game.
And big
anyway, so-
magic, not like...
Yeah, 100%. He's not.
Very cool.
If I get indoctrinated into an assassin like cult or whatever, maybe we'll take rogue
Yeah,
levels. But until
maybe
then-
we'll... Do you want to
Until then.
share? Just for you, or do you want to keep that private?
Well, no, I'll share, but no one's with me, so no one actually knows it yet.
Keep it a surprise. I want to see it happen mid-battle.
All right.
You pulled out a cool knife trick
Surprise
last
it
time we had a
is.
fight, so.
It is empty, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So.
Wait a second. Is this a poisoner's dagger?
Maybe.
I don't have the dagger anymore.
Pour
I
some
can't tell
tea
you.
into it. We have a
You will tell the truth, and you will tell the truth.
That confirms it. It's a poisoner's knife.
Honestly, I didn't think of it when I wrote that, but
Brew
if
tea
that is what it
and
says, then
pour it in there.
Yeah.
That's
We
Yeah.
have a poisonous tea kettle.
That's amazing.
Never
I-
run out of poison.
I thought of something. Okay, so for the pirate campaign, minor segue here.
Yes.
I gave Matt a knife that is a poisoner's knife.
yes.
And I had enough like cartridges of like inserts things or whatever, right? And now I'm just thinking of like giving that thing like a tea, like a truth.
Serum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I think of that one?
Yeah, I mean, it. When you said it, I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Like if you stab someone with Mrs. T, it's like in
Yeah.
your bloodstream. Like how are you beating that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they almost have disadvantage on the
Honestly,
roll. Like,
yeah.
If you're
You've skipped the whole.
Alright,
Just,
if and when we
I
learn
have
the
some
secrets
of
of
the poison
Mrs.
from the
T,
king. Just fill her up.
So,
you
like,
guys.
we
If-
might have like
if
a
you,
interrogation.
if you
method
stab
to
somebody
figure
enough
out.
with a booze-laden knife,
They get drunk.
as they bleed out, they're like, oh,
I'm
this
trying-
it
well,
hurt
they're losing
slightly
blood
less.
alcohol.
Yeah, you could say that losing blood gives them disadvantage on their Constitution saving throws.
We have never
Might as
been,
well be drunk.
been in an interrogation situation where we're like, here, have some tea. Like, I've had that in my back pocket since forever.
We are a sadistic group, unintentionally.
Never being able
Jacob's
to use
convinced we're evil.
Unintentionally.
He is?
Oh, Jacob's like, so y'all are an evil group.
No,
He thinks Tinker's evil.
No.
That signed up for the contract.
we are trying to help people.
Mm-hmm. Jacob's like, so Tinker's evil.
Trying.
She signed for the contract.
We're trying.
it. Why?
Yeah.
No.
That whole thing is just going to be turned on its head.
Oh, sometime.
I'm
Wait,
sorry, it
what?
got turned on its head the second Tinker joined the group when the doppelganger was like, "Blip,
I don't know if
ah."
you are-
Again,
which-
whenever Tinker joined the group, shit hit the fan.
can we count head flips? What direction are we? Are we up or down right now?
Head flips.
Yeah, so Tinker joined the group. And then what's the next time we flip the head? Like, when was the next like major plot flip?
I think it's this.
So then, okay, so Tinker joined the group.
The Knoll, like.
Raylan.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Tinker,
Westerfield.
Oh, are we going around?
No, I think we got. I think
How
we've got.
many turns?
I think we've got down, medium, up.
Okay.
So Tinker joined the group and doppelganger.
Okay,
Raylan, Westerfield, Noel.
you're up here. Knowles.
Those were good.
Knowles.
I almost was actually
Okay,
dead.
okay.
Yeah, but that's not
Okay.
bad.
And then
like,
Golmortor.
Yeah, bad.
And then we have the orphanage.
Yeah, Saxondale. Yeah, and then the swamp.
Then Swamp with Hag.
Yeah.
And then we've got Corbank with Nicholas being kidnapped and Jared's mind going haywire.
yeah,
But we
that's a
dropped
big
off-
old.
we
That's
dropped
like
off
that's
Squigs.
like a this one.
We dropped off Squigs.
Yeah. And
Jared
then
loses his mind.
Yeah, we healed Nicholas, saved him, and then we got passage from the queen, and then we got attacked by alligators,
And now
and then we hit the
we're-
bog, and then the headwaters. Just-
And you've made it through all of them. Yay, us!
and now we're here.
And now now you're cheating in games amongst your friends.
Yeah.
I was doing that before I met you guys.
Okay, this is.
So,
Yeah. That's it.
okay.
Like, I was like, Tinker joined the group.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, you guys were doing pretty well. Up
At
until
one
that
point, Al joined the group. There.
Yeah, ow, no hole.
Ow, no.
I mean, I think the null hole was kind of a success.
I thought so too.
It ended up a success after Tinker almost died.
Dude, that's
and
when
we
you
had
and
to-
I had our moment where you were like, this Noel would attack you even though you're already down. I was like, great, that'll be my third death save.
Yes.
And you
then,
and I had a moment of like, I was like, it's okay. And you're like, oh shit, he's dead. Like, it's fine.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
flipped the numbers.
Yeah, we got
Like
lucky
the-
that that mini died and not the other
Everyone
guy.
else was like, the no hole was great. I was like, outside of the hole? Yes.
But the no hole as a
Inside?
whole
It was a good experience.
well, as a whole, no pun intended, was pretty good.
I went-
Like, you did save a town.
Yeah.
You're a minor casualty in this town.
You
For
went into
Tinker,
Sure, yeah, selfishly,
flutters-
it sucked for
the
you.
flutters broke.
It was a
you
good.
went into the knoll hole and was like, this wasn't a good idea. And then later you went into the drow hole and was like, yeah, this is still not a good idea.
Hey man, it's okay. Different.
And
holes.
then you ran in to get Nicholas and was like, well, shit. This isn't a great idea.
Tinker's just trying harder.
And
this,
then,
this is why we get along
Not,
so well.
not
we're,
doing
we're
better.
pattern recognition people.
yes. And then Jared is just the pattern recognition, like, hey, why don't we try a new pattern?
No. Wait, you have an idea?
Okay. All right, so just
I recognize our patterns are bad.
we've done an hour and a half of
Gambling.
gambling, rule discussion, and cheating.
Yes.
And then, are we a good group or a bad group?
I feel like that's an important philosophical thing to stake our name
Yes, that is very true.
on. When people talk about Gala Cala, you know, they gotta know, are they good or are they bad?
Yeah, and right now they're like, I don't know. Depends who you talk to.
Questionable. We're questionable.
Yes. But is there anything else anybody would like to do in the interim before we move on from
No.
the evening?
No.
Where is everybody sleeping?
In my hammock inside.
You're on the love seat?
The
Okay.
whole bed.
The
I
whole
was
bed?
promised the whole bed.
Jared, you are...
in
Up in the crow's nest.
Gotcha. And Bree, you are...
And in the hammock in the captain's quarters
Gotcha.
that I had set up.
Okay. Alrighty. So, the night comes and goes without any issue. As you guys awake, Jared, you being woken up by the rising of the sun. You obviously wake up before anybody else.
I think I would have woken up, been incredibly hungover,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and gone back to sleep for another 4 hours.
Okay. So, this is one of the rare instances where you guys wake up before Tinker.
Never happened.
You
Uh,
don't actually like normally see her sleep, right?
No.
Like, is she snoring?
she
She
elves
meditates.
technically don't sleep, they
Meditate.
meditate.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
trances.
but I feel like she's asleep.
She's passed out.
She's zonked.
Yeah.
Is she snoring?
No,
Uh,
she's a lady.
Can
yes.
we roll for snoring?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a performance check. And if you
Disadvantage?
roll low, that means you're snoring.
How well are you trancing?
Yeah.
I have a +3 to performance.
But remember, you're hungover, so you have
9.
disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Well, I think you're snoring.
9. I rolled a nat 20 and a 6.
No!
Okay, so yeah, well, it's not like aggressive
like-
snoring, but it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, wow, she's gone through it.
Will.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And you are awoken by that. Both of you are like,
I'm just gonna let.
Bree, why
That-
are you snoring?
Sorry. I'm awake.
What?
and you wake up with that look.
I'm not snoring. I'm
He
awake.
grabs the desk. What?
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm going outside. Get ready very quickly.
Oh, so she doesn't even see that I didn't sleep in there?
No.
That's unfortunate.
The whole doing it for a reaction is unfortunate. That's what's unfortunate
Yes,
about
if
this
you want me
scenario.
deliberate to be
I
like,
want
I'm
to make
being
her
petty.
angry.
Yes.
You hurt my feelings. I'm gonna sleep in the crow's nest.
And you don't even get the satisfaction that you want out of it. Oh, that's funny.
So am I a
Tyson doesn't.
am I a little less hungover after double sleep? A little less?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. So the crew, being the captain and Yoster.
Oh,
Yes.
question. During a fight with the dragon things while we were getting out of the river,
The
um,
Dracones, or whatever they were called.
my
Yes.
max HP dropped. Does that get recovered?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. God, this is why I just can't take time off. Because everything goes to shit. Alright, let me take a look.
So while he's looking into that, another little recap. The water elemental. Was she a turn away from drowning inside of
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was you.
It was me.
Yeah, see, it wasn't me. It was Bree.
I think
You guys also forgot the dragon, too.
the
Well,
dragon.
that was the next question.
Oh.
Yeah, the dragon. The dragon.
The dragon. That one turn incapacitated Al and...
Yeah, but we killed it. So like,
We
is that,
did.
is that an up or a down?
Which, yeah, you weren't
No,
supposed
we
to
were
do
trying to count how many times Tinker's been close to death.
Oh, quite a few.
And I thought
What?
that she was one turn away from drowning, not me.
Or
I
you
was-
both were. I think I got more than one person.
Yeah.
I forget the water elemental fight.
I know that it grabbed both of us, but I thought I got out somehow.
Maybe.
I think you did. I
You.
feel like it was me. I feel like
Okay.
you. Yes.
So Knoll, dragons, drow.
Water element. Maybe water. I don't know. I don't know.
Where else were we like low?
the river.
No, that was emotionally low.
Yeah.
And then the
Tinker almost
harpies.
died by
The
heartbreak.
harpies, I was the only one that failed to save.
The
Yeah.
mesmerize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
all of this is teaching me that your pre-dice ritual really, really doesn't like you.
It's just because I get hit. It's his pre-dice ritual that's really good against me.
You
It's-
could have.
it's
You
the meta.
rolled to fail the save on the harpies.
the I think
That was-
that
As of right now, it's not up yet.
funny enough, through all the swamp, I don't think anything terrible happened.
Remind me in a little bit, though, to check again.
I think through most of what happened in the swamp, aside from actually signing the contract with Hilda, I don't think any of the fights went horrendously
No.
wrong.
Because we were like, fuck this, we're getting through
Bye
this.
bye
Yeah.
bye.
All the
Oh, and then Nicholas
Yep.
was another near
yeah,
death.
yeah, he's getting down with the Yep.
Okay.
So at least 5, maybe 6.
Never mind. The timing of things, it felt like she went to bed way before they finished, but she went to bed and then...
I would have just slept until I'm sleeping.
I'm saying that she was hungover, so she might not have even started her sleep right away.
Yeah, Tinker, you don't get good sleep. Maybe
Yeah.
you tossed and turned last night. And now you're finally the alcohol's
Are
left
you
your
saying
system.
you weren't well rested?
Maybe you felt terrible. I
I
had you treated
double
Jared.
rested. So I wasn't well rested the first time. I'm rested the second time.
That's
Alright.
not necessarily how that works.
I'm an elf.
But you, the three of you
Yes.
wake first,
Yes.
shortly to be followed by Tinker, because it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that much longer yet.
So the temp HP is not.
Not as of yet.
Okay, I have that too.
It'll. Not
That's
as of
fine. I'm just.
Yep,
I don't
yep.
want to reset stuff I shouldn't
Nope.
reset.
So, Kelric and Yoster are very quickly setting up breakfast and a little bit more chatty. Zorda is checking all the knots by herself,
I'm gonna go help Zorda.
and she's like, "Hey, Al,
Good morning.
morning."
You don't look like you're feeling so hot.
Nope.
Is there anything I can do to help you with any of the preparations for leaving today?
Yeah.
She drank herself.
Mhm.
Silly.
Yeah, yeah.
She missed her dagger.
She's also yeah, she drowned her sorrows.
Yep.
And you can smell it coming off of her, it's coming out of her pores.
Lovely.
No, thank you, Al. I appreciate it. I don't think so. If you want to check the knots, just double check. But I think if you want to just enjoy the morning.
Okay. Good luck, Zorda. There. And I'll pat her on her shoulder, and I'll give her guidance. So on her next whatever she's doing, she gets a D4.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, whew, thanks, Al, and enjoy that dagger."
Oh, I wish I had it, but
I lost it.
I lost it already.
Oh. Well.
Bree actually won.
Oh. I'll have to tell her to take good care of it then. I don't know.
Was that
So-
dagger like special to you, or you said you got it from somebody? Like you took it from someone?
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I just bought it in a shop, but I really liked it. So.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, the dagger I was betting. I mean, is there anything? I'm sure you'll find another dagger you like.
Yeah, no, I just gotta get through this morning and this piercing headache. But yes, no, you won it fair and square, or I guess Bree won it fair and square, which is
Unfortunate. I really liked
it's
it.
fine.
It was really
and
cool.
I lost my dice.
Yeah.
It's been
Hey, you know what? I think this is maybe a good idea though, because clearly Liar's Dice was not your game. So maybe losing those dice prevents the opportunity of you losing anything else.
Ouch. Damn.
that was to see if she kept her composure, which she did. Yep.
Everything happens for a reason. You just gotta find your peace in the gray.
Right
Good
now.
luck with the knots.
Yeah, thanks. She just there's like no energy to like try and I've definitely had a morning or two like that where I'm like the world can blow up like
Yeah.
it's over.
Brutal.
Yeah. So
I bet my dice. I bet my knives.
yeah, I got nothing to live for.
Except for me and this
I've
bottle of
been
infinite
wigged out
whiskey.
with this with this bird that's taking me on a journey.
Yep.
Yeah. But Kelrick and Yoster are like, hey Al, morning.
Morning, guys.
How are you? We got some breakfast on if you're hungry.
Oh, cool. Did you guys need any help?
I don't think so. I think we're just moving. Keep maybe a wide berth around Zorda over there. She seems to be struggling a little bit this morning.
Oh, I think she's doing great. I gave her a little bit of guidance, and I think she's all good.
Well, that was mighty brave of you, Al.
Literally.
Whew, wow, good for you.
She does not seem to be doing great.
No, and Kelrick's like, yeah, I haven't really seen her drink like that in a long time.
Have you guys seen that knife that she bet last night?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it before. She's
Have you ever
seems-
talked about it or anything? Or?
Yeah, it's just kind of like we all have like one or two trinkets that we're really fond of, and that's one of them. I mean,
Yeah, she just seemed really excited to bet Bree for that knife, so
She has two.
she seemed really
And
hurt
she
when
lost
she
them
lost it.
yeah, I mean, and Kelrick went to bed early, so Yoster was explaining like, oh, I was up 3 gold, and like that's the kind of conversation you walk into, and
Yeah,
he's like, well, normally Zorda's pretty good at picking through bullshit, and
Yeah, she's a really bad liar last night. I don't know what happened.
that seems to be one of her kind of strengths, if you ask me, of not letting people, in. But
I'm a really bad reader.
well, you might have a gift because, like, if you gave her guidance and you walked away without her getting angry, that in and of itself is a surprise. And Yoster's like, I can second that for sure. Like, yeah, but yeah, no, enjoy the breakfast. We'll be shoving off here a little bit. We were hoping to get you to your guys' where you guys were going, like the landing, probably about midday. But because we pulled off a little bit early, it's going to be maybe a little bit more into the evening. But other than that, should be no problem getting you guys to where you need to go. This should be a pretty smooth passage. We'll put some fishing lines out if you guys want to take a crack at that again today. And should be getting there, maybe in early afternoon if we've got the wind.
What did they make for food?
So it's kind of like a jambalaya type thing. So it's with a lot of like the seafood that you guys have been catching, and then like some rice and like some beans and stuff like that they've had.
Is there like any like accoutrements? Have you got like any like bread or like anything else?
They do have some like bread to like.
Awesome. I'm gonna
Absorb, yeah.
break out the cooking tools that I've got.
Okay.
And I'm going to make actual breakfast from this breakfast.
Okay.
He's making Al's breakfast.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. So whatever.
Please explain to the listeners what that means, Al.
Whatever is actually out, like everything. Jambalaya is right up my alley. I'm gonna make jambalaya plus.
Super
Jambalaya
sad.
plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever is on the table with the jambalaya is going in the jambalaya.
I thought he was
Coffee?
just gonna like take ingredients and what? Take a bite.
I know they are.
I can't make it without you taking a
So
bite.
I've got my knives, my various knives. So I like rolls out like their cutlery. But
Yeah, like-
it's just the various knife collections of just various knives.
No.
So he like
Give this to
dices
Tinker, I
up
need
like
her
the bread
bite.
with one, and he like breaks apart like this other ingredients with this or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? He lights a little bonfire, and he puts the whole pot on his little bonfire spell, so he's
Yeah.
magically cooking
Taking
it.
another Tinker.
Yeah, you just everything. I'm just gonna try to bring
What's
all
she
of
gonna
it
do?
together.
Pep 'em.
So go ahead and make a performance check for me, just to see.
Yeah.
I think we did this
Choose
the last
that.
time. Now, do you have? Is it a
I have proficiency with my cooking and harvesting tools, which gives me
advantage?
on
Yep.
the
That's
roll,
that's what I was.
and
So-
guidance on
Yes.
the roll.
Last time,
Oh, dump
Al
all of
made
your
me one
d4s
these.
into this.
It had coffee and
Yeah.
bacon.
Yeah, there's coffee there
it was
too. Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of the things.
So coffee, bread, jambalaya, rice.
Yeah, like yeah,
Oh.
some potatoes even. Like
Oh
yeah.
boy. Okay, so that's 17 plus 2 on the dice plus performance is 4, so that's 23 total.
Somehow he's like made like a Dutch oven and like baked it into like a casserole kind of like.
Damn.
It's pretty impressive in the way that he's concocted what is already a dish into an entirely new thing.
I imagine like congeals and like solidifies.
Yeah,
like,
it,
kind
like-
of a casserole.
Even-
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
it takes some of the like liquid out, so it's a little bit like firmer but
Yeah,
moist.
casserole
Like
in
it's
a pot.
Even though
yeah, it's
this,
a wild thing.
even though this jambalaya has been cooking for a while, Tinker smells Al's breakfast and like comes outside. She's like, "The food."
Yes.
Yeah.
And she sees the jambalaya. She's like, I don't think that's what.
You gotta try.
Yes.
You gotta try it.
Come over.
Yeah.
I will enjoy some of
I
Al's.
was like, I will use minor illusion now that I'm done making my fire, and I'll like get like a little like triangle, ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Soup sign. Ding,
Oh!
Yes, and perfect timing. Go ahead and make a survival check for me. Hi, bud. Good boy.
22.
22. Okay, so kind of that like hazy morning that like I'm sure at some point we've all had. But like you're gonna be able to come out of it. You're not gonna be ruined for the entire day, but just a little slow morning from you.
So I'm up in the crow's nest, just foot kind of dangling and me pushing to rock
Yes.
myself back and forth. And I hear her like groan, like, ugh. And I'm going to shout down, hey, can you throw some birdseed in mine?
Yeah, totally. I have it's like my trail mix in my bag, so I'll grab a little bit and I'll just like, I put them on the table, and like peck them open, and then put the seeds in the.
So yeah, and Bree, what are you doing? Are you Yoster's like, whoa. Do you mind if I try some of that?
Yeah, please. There's way more than enough for everybody. You guys made a ton of stuff, so we have a lot of leftovers now.
I will take, like, and you go and you pick stuff up, and I'm gonna get like a little sliver of Al's thing,
Uh-huh.
and then a helping of actual jambalaya.
Yeah, there's no jambalaya left.
Oh, I think he just took the whole jambalaya.
Yeah,
and-
there is only O's thing.
I'm
There
gonna do
is
just is there coffee left? Like, just coffee.
no. It's in the pot.
He took everything. It was like, fine.
Yeah, everything
So-
that was on this table is in this pot.
The texture, is it like flan?
Okay. Have
oh
you ever
my
had?
gosh,
Have you ever
this
had
is
like?
turned horribly wrong.
Have you ever had like a home like casserole that's like rice, chicken, like cheese, and like soup?
It's
or
like an
whatever?
enchilada.
It's like a one dish meal.
Yeah,
Is what
literally
it's-
that,
yeah,
right?
okay.
Like it is moist, maybe a little bit too much in some places, maybe not enough in others.
It's
But
kind
it
of
is,
like the thing I made here. The chicken.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Like it has solidity to it. It is moist, not wet. It is.
I'm not
The
really
coffee is what's
worried
throwing me for a loop.
about the texture. I'm worried about the
It's a
flavor.
23. It tastes
Yeah, no,
great.
somehow.
Blends.
It's kind of that thing that you're like, there's no way this is going to taste good when
It's
like
like-
somebody explains it to you and
Oh,
then you eat
It's
it.
like my family's
The
Valentine's
20.
Day.
I thought the 23 was for cooking. That's for taste too.
Well, that's
I mean-
it's the whole. You
Right.
cook for You're like,
You know,
how are you
Right.
cooking?
I can make food.
I know you
That
can.
does not mean it'll taste good, but it's edible.
Yeah, he can make Brussels sprouts as good as he wants.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily that I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
So
So
the
when
flavor
I
that-
assumed when we have you roll, you're rolling
Yeah.
to see if it tastes good, not if it
Yeah,
looks.
because I have the kit, which is the cooking and harvesting tool, so I have the kit to do it, right?
Yeah.
This is how well I'm using
So
the things.
maybe
that
that
prepare
means
the
we
meal.
can roll to see if we like it with disadvantage because he made it, or
Yeah.
advantage.
You-
because he
if
rolled
you
it
can
so
do this is
However
a
you want it.
fantasy
Yeah,
world.
If you like it or don't, it's totally
Yeah,
up
if
to
you
you.
wanna
Yeah,
make
I mean,
your-
I could make
So,
great
okay,
tacos and you
as
hate
the
tacos. You're not gonna
whenever
like
you
it.
look at it like disgustedly, right? I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, I promise it's really good, right? So you've
It's actually not bad.
got
I
all of the
don't
jambalaya, which was a
remember.
great ingredient, and the earthy nuttiness of the burnt coffee that Yoster made the other day, the leftover
Just
grounds.
try it.
I don't
shocked.
remember if I liked your breakfast the last time you made it.
You did. You were like ranting and raving.
Yeah, that's true because it was half eaten, bites out of it.
Yeah.
I do think I was
Yeah,
drunk.
because we ate it because they were bickering, and
Yeah.
we're like, this is sick.
Because again, you or Tinker drank, then ordered food, but
Yes.
then
No,
ate it,
Or
no,
ordered
I
room
woke up
service,
before
ate
everyone.
part of
Yeah,
it.
and then had to go or something.
you
No,
ate.
because he was like, "Let's go to. I want to show you something." So he took me to the potion shop and was like, "We're gonna share memories." And I was like, "Fuck no!"
And then I made breakfast with the leftovers.
Because we
With
woke
the
up,
breakfast,
no
that
one was
was
there,
really-
food was eaten out of it, and you were like, "This is so nice."
yeah, someone got us ingredients.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
So
well, I apparently love it.
Let's go!
Is the whole flying rope mechanism still up there?
Yeah.
So I should be able to slide down, right?
if you want to do for easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if he went to go fly down, but since no one had the other end,
Well, I assume you're just like trying to like
Yeah.
come down, right? You're not trying to fly, are you?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I
that'd
know
be
what
so
you mean,
much
though,
more
like-
fun.
Grabs the wrong rope and just like the lever doesn't work the way it needs
You
to.
just hear a.
All right, I have a new
Climbs
character,
up-
guys.
no,
Bye.
I know what you mean, but I just had that vision. It was really funny.
Sweet.
So yeah, you come down to join the group.
Owl breakfast.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Mm,
Is it better than it looks? I will
Yes.
say it doesn't look very appetizing.
Significantly.
way better than it
I
was.
promise you, Al, most anything you make is going to taste better than it looks.
That means a lot. I appreciate it.
And just since we're rolling for the crew to see if they like it, the lowest that they rolled is a 14, so everybody on the crew likes it
Fuck
too.
yeah, dude. I was gonna have a subclass chef sometime
What is
soon.
Zorda's role specifically?
17.
Okay. So she's just like hunkered over like,
Yeah,
Or
just this is like the
Chef.
like it's like oh thank you, like Zorda is like
Absolutely. It's a special.
she's got like the shakes, like she's rough.
I'm still kind of getting the ropes of it. I just got this cooking set, but
the ropes are over there, Al.
you're right. I should say some of those. We do gotta get some of the ropes back that I've used to tie up in the rigging though for the hammock before we leave. So thank you for reminding me. I've got to collect my hammock before we get off this boat.
But yeah, so you guys enjoy a good morning breakfast. Everything seems to be going fairly well.
Today's the day that we're supposed to make landfall, right, Kelrick?
Yep. We should be, and Kelrick will. Well, we were hoping to get you there kind of early morning, but because we pulled over a little bit early, just because of the creature we saw out there, we should be there midday to like early afternoon is kind of the
Cool.
projected time. So
Well, thank you guys so much for preemptively for taking us.
yeah,
This whole
this has
way.
been enjoyable for me. And Yoster seems to have had a good time. Zorda, for the most part, has been having a good time. Maybe a little too much last night, sounds like. But yeah, I mean, this has been very enjoyable. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for all you've done, and if this breakfast is any payment, thank you very much.
Oh.
So,
Appreciate it. No, this is delicious. I'm going to have to figure out what you did. And so he'll, like, Yoster's going to be like, can you show me?
I do have to write you whenever we get to our next town, Kelrick. So as soon as I figure out what I did, I will let you know.
Please. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is great. I love how it jiggles. So,
That was an unintended side effect, but it worked out great.
yeah. So you guys are able to they raise anchor and they protrude the rest of the way with no real problems. There is a little bit of lack of wind, which makes the sea I mean, you guys are kind of on the coast, so it's not super rough seas anyway, but even more docile. You don't have a ton of like rolling waves or anything like that, but just slowed progress a little bit. So you guys are continuing along. Unless you guys would like to do anything, I can continue the description, or if you guys want to like role play or do anything, now would be the time before we, you can always go fishing or anything like that too.
I
So
would
it's up to you.
find a time to come up to Jared.
Okay.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning. I'm sorry. For last night, I was reacting instead of listening, and I'm sorry I made you feel like a bad dad.
Well, I'm sorry for making you feel like I felt like I was a bad dad. I think
Oh,
there's a
no,
little
fine.
bit to blame on both sides.
I think you were just trying to keep up with my combativeness.
Oh, I'll give you the lion's share of the blame, sure.
Cool.
But I appreciate it. I feel like a lot of that was building up and probably something that needed to happen one way
Well,
or another.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I've been just, since Strongbank, things have just been tough. So, since the potion shop, things have just been tough. So, I'm sorry for acting strange and odd, and for being combative and reactive, and
Hey, that's more than I've got from Bree since the potion shop, so.
what happened to Bree at the potion shop?
She's
She
looking
never.
like being weird and combative and
Oh.
everyone's been weird.
Yeah.
But mostly you and Bree.
Yeah, well, I wish I could explain, please. Yeah, just. I hope things get better in Strongbank.
Well, they have to, don't they?
I hope they do.
We can't afford for them not to, so we'll make it happen.
Yeah, okay.
How's your breakfast?
Shockingly delicious. It was really good. I wasn't expecting it, but like, I could smell the jambalaya as while I was asleep, but like, didn't wake me up. But then all of a sudden, I smelled jambalaya plus, I think is what I heard Al call it,
Yes.
and it was. I was like, yes, this is
Can.
worth waking up for.
How's your head?
Awful.
Might have a trick for that. You ever hear of Harry the dog?
I think alcohol sounds like the worst option right now.
You'd think.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Dude.
Well, thank you for. Yep. I.
No.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna go back to with. Hey, Bree. Like I'm just trying to.
We are the best
Huh?
at transitioning. It is easy.
Well, it's pretty standard for our talks.
I don't even know if you were actually around. Tinker was just trying to get out of there.
What? Yeah, I probably was just.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. So, within a couple hours, anybody who had lost hit points regains them.
God bless.
It's like our bad.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it was the
The food.
or the max regains.
24 hours.
So it's but mine when
Because
I was at
yeah, whatever you're at is what you are, but
Yeah.
your max is now the same.
Yeah,
It's kind of a it's
But
a
we just
So you
long
know,
it's a tricky
rested,
little-
So it's back.
well no.
no because
You
Our
long
max is
rested,
back to
so
normal.
you got to what it was on the max
Yes.
before,
Yeah.
and now you've regained the ability to
Yeah.
of
So
your
I'm currently
HP.
at 45 out of 50 because my max was 45. So when I
Yes.
long rested, I went to my max, and now my max is back up to normal. But I haven't healed or anything, so
Correct.
I'm still at 45.
That's
Well, that's
poisoner.
stupid.
It's like that lock takes away like your threshold maximum. which is
Okay.
unfortunate. So
Yeah.
now that you got the threshold increase, you don't gain the health with the threshold increase. Just the potential ceiling has gone up.
Yeah. You can roll hit dice or whatever you want to do to regain that, but your max is back to
Yeah.
normal. You just whatever you're at after the long rest of
Yeah.
which was max is
What are your hit dice actually? The D8s or?
Yes.
Yeah, if you use like a D8 for example on
Yeah.
like any of our short rests before we get to shore, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or potion. What you can heal yourself
Yeah.
any way that you want to, but
I actually would like to find a time to come up to when it's just Al and Bree. Jared's not around.
I think now is probably fine. I mean, Jared, what do you?
You left. Yeah, we had an awkward conversation and you left in the middle of
Yeah.
it. So now's probably a pretty good
You
time.
were talking. Okay, I go up
No,
to.
it wasn't
You
the
guys
middle
were-
of it.
where
you
were you at on
you
the
cut
boat?
it off. You're right.
Where
You
were
had
you?
come
I came
down.
up to you.
You'll come down. So
Probably on the side looking out east again.
Great. We're going anywhere but looking out east.
what the hell is east? Did we decide
Our
it's Shadow
whole
Court?
journey is out east.
Okay, I was like, we
Yeah.
decided it's the whole. It's just everything.
Everything.
We've been.
He's reflecting on time.
You're reflecting, but you don't remember everything.
Well, my continent, my
his-
country is way
His
out east.
delusion of memories.
My country, 'tis for you.
Meadow Shore's way out east.
Okay.
Everything we've ever done.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So after you guys talk, I imagine I was like, I feel much pride for this food that I've
You
made for
should.
everybody. So I'm like, I don't know where the dishes go. I don't know where anything is supposed to go after it's done with like whatever. But I'm like trying to like, oh, let me take that for you. I'm like, oh, did you want more of whatever? And I'm trying to like, help serve everybody.
Hey, Bree and Al. Can when/how are we fixing Jared?
he's like, I need a plan.
It's a great question.
Because well, in Strongbank we've got Box, we've got Princess, Botanist.
Yeah.
person.
Let's make a strong bank list.
We've got Deliver Box. We've got Find the Botanist, and Get Jared back. You can't hear me. I thought you were looking at me. Oh my god!
he's
Stop
playing.
looking at.
He's playing.
Oh,
I'm entertaining
he's
myself.
like a cat.
Yep.
But
Well, we don't have cameras now, so I can do this.
Deliver the package, or
Find the botanist.
complete
Yes.
Hilda's contract.
yes.
Okay. Find the botanist, and the botanist is the one who made the poison, or who is
They
capable of
said
curing
that-
the poison.
They said that this botanist should be able to make an antidote for the king.
What is the identifier of
Can
this
I
botanist?
clarify what was
Yeah.
said? Just because that
Yeah.
was 2 years ago?
Yep.
Strongbank in particular is known for having, kind of like UW would have like a good medical
Yeah.
program.
Yes.
Strongbank, it's not a botanist
person we
in
find.
specifically. Elizabeth, the queen that was taken,
Yes.
is a high regarded botanist
Okay.
and would often travel to Strongbank.
Oh, I thought we were
But
looking.
Strongbank just
So there's not a contact we're looking for. We're trying
You're-
to find.
We're trying to
you
find
guys
an
were-
antidote.
We're gonna
you guys
walk
were
in
sent
and be
there
like,
to
"Where's the
talk to
botanist?"
to like
At the school.
the king of they were going to help you.
okay.
But you don't know, I need to
We're
find
on. Okay.
Terry, who is a botanist.
Yes,
of
So
whatever.
we're looking for
A
We're
botanist.
looking for
Aid.
Terry.
a healer's place.
I'll write that down.
Doing the box. We need a really good psychiatrist for Jared. We need.
But what is our order of what we need to do these in?
Okay, and to clarify, sorry, because I was not around
Yeah.
for the poison, right? So we either need to find a botanist or healer who is capable of healing or creating a cure for us to take back to the king because he's not here. So
Yeah.
it has to be a transportable fix.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turns out it's
or
something.
someone who can come with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or something of the sort, right?
Yeah.
Some way to get someone who can fix the poison that is going on with the
And
king.
if they
to the
could
king.
be like, we can alakazam your asses back to the king with right now.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yep.
Great.
And then, Jared, we've got to find a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the botanist, all they need is a mushroom that he's had the entire time.
Hey, you know what? Maybe
My God.
Al is our botanist. But
The one you didn't grab in school.
That one.
That
I
one
knew it was worth it.
so, what? How? We get to
What's
Strong.
your preferred order of operations here?
Is that all we have to do? Is there anything else before we
I
start?
feel like
Well,
there's
I think we all have some things we want to research.
But
personal
must
things.
do in the city.
Those
That's
three.
it. Those
That's
three.
Okay.
But
Everything
Jared
else
thinks
is-
it's just 2 things.
Yeah.
What's your order of operations?
Part of me, I cannot believe I'm saying this. I think we should do box first.
Can you not believe this? What?
Because I'm so tired of being Ella. It's been, 4 days?
Uh-huh.
And I want to rip my hair out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not handling it well, in case you didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Dad might be more like, my daughter will not kill 1,000 souls. Jared was like, let me prepare Tinker because she might have to kill it.
I'm not. It's not about that. I'm worried about that has to be done swiftly and silently, and I feel like Jared has a way better level head than your dad, because if you are in any sort of danger, he's gonna go in
But
guns ablazing to
wouldn't-
save you.
Wouldn't
I wish we had cameras for.
Bullets but wouldn't Jared Dad be like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to
Too much.
Dang it, I'm old.
to not have this go wrong because I will
No.
die before
No.
my daughter does. Because
True.
also, if our plan is for you to sneaky invisible shit,
Oh, yeah.
you can turn into whoever. We can pull like a better version of Saint Nicholas where I don't run him.
Okay.
I don't plan on, honestly,
God.
I don't plan on you to
Oh
be
my
there.
God.
I really don't plan
No,
on you
see,
being
that's
there.
why I'm like, I don't think
But-
we have to.
If we have to go, oh no, he's gonna go, wait, and save your ass, instead of Jared being like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
But
let's be a little calm about this situation.
But would it?
Tyson has opinions.
That sucks.
Maybe you should.
Would Jared's
Scheiße.
dad be like, okay, wait, hold on, I need to think about this clearly because my friend and my daughter's soul is on the line. Because Jared was like, Tinker, I need to prepare you
No.
for all these souls you're going to murder. And I was like, oh no, and then now we're here. And so, but like, Dad was like, nothing will touch my daughter.
I'm afraid of that part. The all cost thing.
Is it possible to ask Jared?
What?
How?
Because he's gonna answer honestly?
Yeah, you'd
We
be
can
asking.
give him this, no.
You'd be asking Jared Dad, because that's what he thinks is real.
Yeah.
I think that we need to. I agree. I think we need to deliver the package. I think the first thing that's happened, and not even for me, but honestly for you, Tinker. I think we need to deliver this package first. I think that
For
the way to
you.
I
You
think
need
that-
the rest of your soul because you're already getting so much.
whether I get my soul back or not, right? I don't want to. I no longer want to feel indebted to a friend for something they may or may not have to do. If
No,
you
it's not.
if you ever had to do anything on my behalf for my soul, I would 100% have to, whether you say I have to or not, help you, because it's for me. It's not for you. The only reason you made the contract deal in the first place was for my soul, which I didn't have. So, I think the first thing that needs to happen for multiple party members piece here, right? At least for things that we cannot do without. I think we need to finish that before we forget some detail of this contract.
I think we do that first.
I think it has to be done first. I think that makes sense to finish first before we can mess it up. I think that should be the first thing we do. That's why that was most precedent.
So, I think we get to town, we find whoever this person's, whoever. Maybe now that we have order of operations.
Yeah, but what's the second one?
I think the other two are kind
Please be fixing Jared.
I think they're the same thing. Because someone who has the ability
Yeah.
to heal, I think they may not be the same person, but I think where we find one, we may find the other.
That's true.
Okay.
I think that if we find someone who is good enough with medicine or plants to heal the king, or someone who is good enough with medicines or spirituality to help Jared,
Yeah.
then they should maybe
When we're
have an
doing
indication
research
of-
on it, we can. Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be our cover to get that one there. We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
no, we gotta see this guy for the king, remember?
Yeah.
And then make him.
But
Be
now,
fixed.
now that we have our order of Strongbank, our OOS, our OOS,
Oos.
can we bring Jared, in to talk about box delivery plans? Our
Kelrick.
UPS.
Send in Jared.
Kelrick's at the helm. What was that?
Send in Jared!
Oh, Jared, they want to talk to you.
I was like,
Enter. Yeah, we have some questions about how we want to play out Strongbank.
Fucking sorry.
Thank you,
Cool.
comic, thank
I'll
you.
walk the 20 feet over there.
Are we in?
I don't know where we are.
I just assumed you were huddled on the other side.
We're on the
probably-
poop deck. We're huddled on the poop
I
deck, right?
picture. I also because I was gonna
Or-
be like, can someone
or-
else call for Jared? Because I don't want to be like, hey Jared, because then he's like, oh, she's not calling me Dad. But I also want to be like, hey Dad. But then you're just like, Kelrick.
I imagine. All right, so my brain, like, I imagine we're on the poop deck talking. So I imagine Kelrick is there steering the boat, right? Like, just like, hey, can you yell for Jared, please? Completely
No.
forgetting that we have
Send
Jared.
in Jared.
Send in Jared.
But I like this picture better of Jared's on the left side of the boat, and we're on the right side of the boat. And I yell back to Kelrick, and he yells at Jared, and Jared walks this way.
I just turn around. Yes.
I like that mental picture much better, so I'm gonna go.
I'm being like, hey, can you tell Drew that I'm gonna go do this thing?
It's like that
True.
petty, like, we're not talking, but can you tell Sarah?
Oh my
God.
god! I literally
To
just,
pass
like
the
almost
salt.
inhaled my pina colada.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
the second
No.
one. The second one. That's the way that happened for sure.
If
Oh God. Okay.
if Jared was any part of this conversation, just like
Which you are now.
Yeah.
That you've been invited.
Well-
she
Welcome to
referred
our
to she referred to him as Dad twice in that thing, and then she's like, I don't want to call him because I'd have to call him Dad.
You don't know that.
I know.
Saying Dad to your face is different than referring to you as the dad version of Jared.
Oh, it's so funny, man.
no,
Oh my
I'm
God.
not hearing that.
It's so good.
All right, what's up, guys? Why is she crying?
So I'm sure you know why we called you here today.
You've been a real
Your
dickhead.
performance has not been up to par.
Yeah, your performance review. So
My performance.
we might have broken Tinker.
Ever since
For
the
anyone
incident
not-
at
You
Dark
know-
Whispers,
Yeah.
it's just
The group called in the tank for a meeting and
You
said, we don't need you anymore.
no.
no.
Your fighting skills are great.
As a matter of fact, we need you more than ever.
Yeah, it's your psychologicalness that's been so.
we need the old you more than ever.
All right. Give Emily a moment.
Oh, out of game. Give
Or-
Emily a
or
moment.
5. Don't choke.
I almost did.
Drink some more pina.
Oh,
No,
my
I
God,
literally
dude.
like the pina colada like started going down the wrong tube. Oh god, I'm good.
Okay, back in game? Back
Yeah,
in
we're
game?
good.
All right.
Holy shit, that was so funny.
Yeah, what do you need, guys?
Well, we're talking about when we get to Strongbank. Are we gonna go? We need to find the guy's house. We know that. What's the guy's name?
I tell you.
I tell you.
Do we? And we don't have. We didn't. She didn't say like it's at the center of town.
I
or
tell you.
Whatever.
I
She
find.
just said it's this person's house.
Which guy are you looking for specifically?
With the box guy.
Box dude.
Oh, the box. The guy whose house we need to take the box to.
Yeah.
And we need to put it
Okay.
on the side.
Yeah, it's the left side. The nightstand.
An additional
Bedroom.
delivery of a package to the Arivul residence in Strongbank is to be delivered discreetly. The package is to be untampered with, as well as placed to the left side of Mr. Arivul's bed. And we decided that was if you're looking at the bed, the left side.
Mm-hmm.
This is meant as a surprise, and no such spoiling of that surprise should be attempted.
Oh boy.
How do you spell air?
Eravull.
Arrow.
Alright.
Apostrophe S space BED.
So a couple things come to mind.
Apostrophe.
S.
It says-
His bed. Arivul's bed.
Okay.
I
Um,
was like, what?
Were you confusing apostrophe with hyphen?
No, I would just.
Maybe.
You spelled bed after that,
Yeah.
so I was like,
Oh, there's more.
yeah.
The last name includes bed.
It's a silent
actually.
Q. Okay.
A bed.
No, that was a hard Q. Fuck you.
God, sorry.
Okay,
So funny.
So, since the contract stipulates it shouldn't be tampered with, I'm pretty glad we did not open it the several times we considered opening it to see what was
It
in there.
stated that from the beginning.
Yeah,
So-
that didn't stop some people from wondering what's inside.
You can name
Yeah.
people. It's okay.
Does opening a box count? If I don't touch anything inside, does
I'm-
it count as
What if it's
tamper?
sealed?
No. Wait a minute. Can you read that again? Because I believe it said you cannot let them know. Like, we can't go be like, hey,
It says
it's
any-
in there now.
Yeah, surprise.
It
Yeah.
says
So
both.
that doesn't say shit about us opening
It's
it.
just both.
Well,
It
says,
does say both.
It
Damn
says, yeah.
This this is meant as a surprise, and no such spoiling of that surprise should be attempted. The package is to be untampered with.
There we go.
DM's like, damn, I'm good.
I was like, I really hope I put that in there. Shit.
Cover my
Open
ass
sesame.
thoroughly.
On the one hand, I think it should be our top priority to get the package delivered.
Agreed.
On the other hand, I am very concerned about what the package may or may not do, which could ruin
What
our
if-
other plans for
What
the...
if
Why?
Miss Hag Lady has a long lost lover, and she's like, "Hey,
What if she is trying to knock off this Mr. Eller?
yeah." So
guy?
either
Yeah, we
it
know
could be
nothing
a
about
bomb,
this guy.
and we're all gonna get blamed for yet another thing that's not our fault, or it's going to be, "Oh, that's a long lost lover,
No.
and this is a secret love package."
To be honest,
I don't think those are the two options, but
And
I
I
think
also
one of them
don't-
is likely.
I don't think it matters because, let's face it, we're not going to not do it to save the world when we are all have already decided we're saving
And
now.
it
So
doesn't say
freaking
that-
matter.
It doesn't say anything about what to do after. It's like as soon as that's kind of like with squids. Once that was delivered, it was not our problem.
Exactly. That city could have blown up. I mean,
Nobody's
the
heard-
hag's watching her, so
Nobody has heard of this family at all.
Mr. Airball.
I have notes about them.
Oh, you
Let's see that contract.
It's in my book.
Yeah, if we have it, like, I don't know anything about this family name.
I think we asked the hag about him.
Maybe?
I don't know. That she,
Hold
I don't
on.
know that I got much from her. Maybe I did.
No. I feel like we were
We have
kind
a
of
lot of
done with
things in
her.
the book.
Very back of front pocket. Very, very back. It's
Hilda
like
was
multiple pages, yeah.
very like,
Keep
ooh,
it
you
more
will do
pages.
what I say because what I say I will do. That kind of person. You know what I mean? You're gonna do what I say because it's what's in the contract.
The way you phrased it, I was like, yeah, that checks out.
It was not very eloquent. But
No,
you
no,
know-
and not at all.
But
But
you
it
know
was
what I
pretty
mean.
good, yeah.
I just came across our notes, and
Oh boy.
I have a note that says Swampy Samantha, and then it turned into the Heesh Horse Samantha.
He's
I remember her.
I remember the Heesh whore. I didn't remember her, but I remember the Heesh
I
whore.
have Swampy Samantha crossed out. Heesh Horse Samantha.
I do remember her now.
I remember that bitch.
Um,
Fuck her. She showed up the night that my talisman got taken.
that can't be coincidence.
Alistair thinks it's not.
Hilda never signed this contract.
Well, she signed the one the DM has,
Yeah.
but I
We
didn't
have
want to
the,
send it over
yeah.
here all.
We have,
the draft.
we have a copied version.
Forge.
I don't have notes on Airball.
Yep, so we don't know shit about
So
it.
we gotta do research. We should add that to the list of things we gotta look up when we're in Strongbank.
I think I
It's
grabbed this
Airball.
So
Those
we
aren't what
really
I'm looking
can't
for.
go straight there until we go look up him.
So is the first
And
stop?
we should not. Sorry, what?
No, go for it.
Well, because it says it should be a surprise, so we shouldn't walk into town being like, "Do you know Mr. Airball?"
How are we supposed to do this then?
Library.
Well,
Exactly.
Research.
this group of 3 people and a bird asked for this guy.
And
then
this group of 3 people and animal.
Oh God.
And then polymorph. So
It's in part A.
part A or part 1?
It's part 1A.
But as far as like the I don't think they'll know we did it, right? Like in order for this contract to be fulfilled completely, they can't know we did it. So they won't know we did it anyway, even regardless of whatever is in the package. Even if it's some bomb, they won't know we brought it. They'll just know it's there.
Okay. So it does just stipulate that it has to go in the shelf.
Yep.
Once it is in that shelf, provided we have not disclosed this information, our contract is done,
Do you
so
wanna-
far as I understand it.
It's supposed to be a
So-
surprise, yeah.
So if we put it in the shelf and then burn the house down,
No.
No, I mean,
he doesn't get the package and our contract is done. And I'm just stating this as the most extreme ulterior plan.
But it does say that the package is meant to be a surprise, which sounds like they have to know the package was there. They have to be surprised by the package.
I can see Jared's. Okay, so he sees it, then we burn the house down.
we save him, but we also destroy the package.
Do you know how many surprises I have for you you don't know
Oh
about?
my god.
Is this in game?
Ah, boy.
Either or.
Is that better or worse?
Yeah.
So it could be a surprise, even if they never know about it. I mean,
I think that a lot of the hag's magic, at least from what she warned us about, right, is more than the intention of the
Yeah.
contract is more binding than the actual.
I mean, if you want to mess with the wording of things in show, I'll go start my count to 1,000 right now.
Wait,
Anyway,
As she takes
mess
a
with the
bite
wording.
of gelatin casserole.
Can we change the contract? Do you think that would work?
No,
I don't think so.
we signed it.
Yeah, but the signatures are on the contract, right? Like
Yeah.
hypothetically, if I could change the contract to save 10 souls.
No,
yeah, silly you, Hilda. You left out a couple zeros.
because that's a totally
I'm
different.
sorry. This is like a magically signed one, like Ursula made Ariel sign.
Yeah, there's no way this works out.
When this one literally was duplicated when it was signed, and she was like that, and a second one
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
came to be.
Not
Not
so-
to rain on your guys' parade, just
I mean,
Damn it, Hilda.
odds are we're gonna have to completely go through with it as instructed. So
What's the worst that could happen?
we will need to figure out where this guy is. The worst that could happen is 1,000 dead babies.
What's the what's the worst?
Pure of heart.
No, I'm sorry.
Babies
I
are pure.
misphrased. What's the worst thing that could be
There are
in this
evil
package?
people.
A
Who are
plague?
pure evil.
Because, and this is,
I don't think that's
My
it.
plan
She's-
is to become a pirate.
I thought about this after Tinker signed the contract, because you signed for 1,000 souls.
Correct.
Do you think that Hilda made you sign a contract for something that's as valuable as what's in this chest, or more, or less?
I think Hilda's a vindictive person, and
I
she
think she
wanted
saw-
it just because she wanted it.
I think she saw that I was willing to give up anything.
Yeah.
If 1,000 souls was an equal barter to her, right, as proof,
Well-
then what's in this box could kill 1,000 people.
She doesn't seem like an equalist. She doesn't seem like, yeah, that's fair.
But see, I think the reason that 1,000 souls was mentioned was because I was like, hey, I have things I'm willing to offer. Take all
Sure.
the memories of my friends.
But what do we think is in here? What do
And
we
then she
think
was like,
is-
okay, 1,000 souls. And I was like, great, done. And she was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think she probably bluffed,
She-
thinking she'd say no.
she-
Spike could be worth 1,000 souls for her.
Oh, yeah.
Empty?
That's
anyone have
probably
X-ray
not
vision?
empty, but
X-ray vision. Just look through the...
yeah.
We have not looked at this box with a true sight potion.
Ooh, we do have true sight.
We have not done that.
I would like to have one true sight potion for after we deliver this box.
Yep.
For someone to take to make sure that you don't have a tie to her.
Yes. Yes, 100%. Because that's when it's completed, right?
That's what
So
we
we
can
need
say.
to save one.
And for a comparative here, right, I don't know if this is how this will work when it's completed, but whenever the first bit of the contract was completed with Squigs, or whenever we first signed the contract, like I felt like the connection to that part of the hag become weaker, not sever, but become less overtly oppressive, if you will.
yeah. So to give you just and for people that are
Yep.
listening
I feel
that
like we're doing one true sight.
that hasn't been in this, so
What
Al has a connection
Pretty
with
sure I took
a
one.
deity of some kind. I think he's starting to figure out who it is, but there was also a link with a hag that was stopping this direct connection with this deity. And when you addressed the hag and made the deal, so to speak, to sever yourself from the hag, there's still a tether between the hag because it is not complete.
Yep.
But the minute that started, the deity was able to touch I'm not going to say it like that. Was able to you were able to have
Yeah.
a further connection with
Yeah.
that in a more grand scale.
Yeah, and that was as soon
And
as the
as
contract
you've
was signed.
continued, it's gotten larger. Correct.
Yeah, so it stands to reason from Al's bird brain,
Sure.
or monkey brain, his bird brain, that when this is completed, I should know. I should be able to feel it.
That is a fair presumption for sure. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So, and to clarify, we had 4 true sight potions. She used one in
I
the.
used one.
You used one?
Yes.
And I've used one.
Whenever we dropped off squigs,
I used it in the druidic circle.
Okay, I thought she used both. And when we were going through, like, seeing the firefly soul things, did I use one?
Will-o-wisp?
Yeah. I feel like I used one to look at all the dead families, or dead people.
Dead babies,
ghosts.
dead babies, dead
things.
babies.
Oh.
Boy.
When we were like on the boat heading to the hag.
I don't think anyone used one then.
No,
I do not believe anyone used one then.
I don't think so either.
I think we've only used 2.
I think we only used the 2. I believe. Cause
I know I
specifically-
still have mine in my inventory. So
I just want at
That's
least
just
one.
the importance of when you use something.
Yeah.
Check it
Yeah.
off. If you guys have.
I know
two
I don't
in,
have because I took mine
in
out.
the
Yeah.
like if you have one and you have one, then you have 2 left.
I know that I marked mine off, and I remember very specifically when I
Uh-huh.
used it. So, as far as for anyone else, if we used it to
I'm
check
pretty sure you
something
didn't use it then.
and it did not result in something,
Because you
know,
were
I don't know.
you got entranced by you thought you saw Elizabeth and Ella.
Yeah, and I thought I saw them.
No,
because
that
I
was
used the potion.
just the souls. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't because you took a true sight.
yeah, it did.
That was
He
just
can be fed again.
the area.
Yes, sir.
I'll do that.
Yeah, because the true sight potion specifically is more about like connection to other planes and
Yeah.
like seeing like other things that are disguised, polymorph or otherwise, right? The
'Cause-
area we were in general was just that kind of an area, I believe, for seeing the
Because
dead
Barrett
souls.
asked if there was anyone that I would have seen.
Yeah.
Almighty God
Thank you.
asked Tinker if there
I
was
prefer that.
anyone
At the table.
that
Game orientation directed.
That works too.
God,
Yeah, I like that.
stamp that on.
and
Sure.
I was like, no, there wouldn't really be anyone. And so, but there certainly was for you.
I think
so,
we talked about this too, and saying like, no, not really, not anyone is dead. So like,
Well, anyway, yeah, we need to figure out who this person is discreetly, figure out their schedule, and then we need to scope the house, make sure it's not enchanted, make sure there's no traps that'll
make sure
go
we're
off,
not seen.
make sure we're not seen. In fact,
this sounds like it's going to take a really long time.
how long does the true sight potion last?
An hour.
I know.
Then I think when
It's not going to show you traps. It lets you see into the ethereal plane.
If things are disguised or hidden, they also you see those.
Okay.
So like, and I believe, right? So if something's polymorphed, right? You see it for what it actually is. If something is, I believe, invisible, I believe it also reveals themselves. I could be wrong, but I believe that is what we said. Like it sees things as they truly are. Quote
True
unquote.
sight?
it might be worth popping it just before we enact our plan, just as a, okay, we're doing it. Let's one last check to make sure everything we planned for goes.
I can give you the definition of true sight if you'd like.
Okay. True sight can see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detects visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, it can see into the ethereal plane within the same range as like their normal.
Beautiful.
So, question. I think
To
that
me or the
to the group.
Okay.
I think that if the plan tentatively, depending on other things happening, if you two are going in, you invisible, you may be disguised. What if you took the potion so that you can see where she is as well?
I don't think 2 people should go in.
You think just you should go in? So then you should take the potion.
What if you need to talk to somebody
I have,
What if you need
I
a
have
door?
message?
What if you need
inside? Like what if you need like a door open, like access to something?
Because if it's in his
Cool.
bedroom,
I
When
think
we
I
went
have.
into the UNT like area, right? Like I opened the main door and you followed me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but you could still figure out a way to open the main door and go in. But I mean,
but
like,
you can't
Sure.
you can't cast a spell. You can't message
Yeah.
when you're invisible. It breaks it.
I can mental message, can't I not?
It's
That's
casting
still-
a spell.
Yeah. Message.
Hearing shouldn't be though, right?
That
But you have to talk out loud.
No, I can
You could
whisper.
whisper, yes.
Yeah, but you still gotta make noise to hearing.
That all said, Strongbank is
We can figure that out when we get
a
there.
pretty incredible place, and there might be some magic items that we can utilize.
Yeah,
Like our magic portal chalk that we had to get Elizabeth.
Can we fix the photoscope?
maybe. This
We
would be
should
the place to do
definitely try while
it.
we're
This
there.
would be the place to do it. I believe whenever we got it fixed, I'm pretty sure
We were
whichever.
like, oh, we'll do this in Strongbank.
Yeah, the coin brother, whoever, who told us that, like, hey, you can do somewhere else, said that Strongbank would be a place to do it. So that would also be a thing we should do. Okay, the library.
So I do agree. I think this should be our priority, but we need to be very well prepared for this.
Like, how long are you thinking of preparing?
Tinker's already like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, me running in without any idea being a 10,
Yeah.
where on this scale?
Yeah,
The
you
guy
gotta weigh
lives
the
in a-
options.
I love it,
If
Emily.
the guy lives in a tent, then there's probably not going to be too much planning. But
But like, what if he's like,
What a bard has said.
what if he's like big head honcho?
then we're going to have
Chacho?
to do a little more
Like,
planning.
Much more.
like a week of planning or like a day?
You
I can't. This is
you
working.
can't pre-plan how to plan.
I can try.
We're failing.
You know what? How about you think about it and get back to me with
You're
what
the
you
one
come
more. Yep. Okay.
You asked him a question. He's like, why don't you think about that and get back to me?
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. I'll get back to you on that.
Gas,
I'm
like,
not gonna-
keep dad boss.
I'm not going to
I'm
make
gonna go
a plan
ask.
when I don't
I'm
have
gonna
the
go ask.
information.
I'm gonna walk away real quick.
Well, I'm glad that's not over.
I'm gonna pretend to ask Kelrick a question.
Just goes up to Kelrick. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
That's exactly what Kelrick's gonna do. Be
No,
like,
I'm gonna come up to him and be like 2 more hours, like 3. Thank you. And I'm gonna. I just needed a moment. Thank you for. Oh my god, I'll be back probably. And I come back to the group.
Okay, so
you're welcome. Back to steering the boat.
I think first things first, right? We all said that whenever we get to town, we all want to look into a few things, personally and otherwise. I think that research should be the first thing we do when we get there. However, we need to get into the library. Hopefully, it seems like access to this library isn't restricted from what we've heard, so hopefully we shouldn't need to sneak in. But if there is anywhere that we need to when we get there, we can do that. But I think seeing the library first would help us
Okay,
figure that out.
message you.
Because if you need to go anywhere invisibly, right, and you can do it,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
If I need to run invisibly like I did at Mr. Shop, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Or however that needs to work out. But whoever needs to talk should talk to me too.
I message you because you're giving me the sign.
As a Fae one, I should be able to get some.
So you need to go.
Oh, you're just all right. Got it.
Because I remember, I feel like at some point I was like, have I heard of this library? Like, oh yeah, you've definitely heard of it. Like, this is a place that you are familiar with, but you've never been.
You can presume all that you want. I mean,
And
that
I
would
feel
be
like
the
at one
same of
point-
like, I'm familiar with the Great Wall of China,
No,
but
but
I have
I-
not been there.
I feel like at one point,
Yeah.
You exactly what you said is what I told you. You can take that with
I can try.
any way that you want to. I am just saying.
Yeah.
What I
So-
said was, you know of this place. You have never been there.
Can we just compare that actually to if this library compared with the Great Wall of China? And Tinker really is like, I've heard of that wonder of the world. I got us, don't worry.
No, but like,
And it's
I
a tourist
think I
thing
can
that
try.
everyone just walks into.
I can if it is restrictive, I can try because clearly my family comes down here.
I think a better metaphor is the White House. I'm a Feyhorn. They'll let me.
To be fair, everybody at this table has heard of this library.
Yeah.
This is not a...
No,
Absolutely.
at one point I feel like there was some discussion.
Yeah.
About if Yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't
we
remember.
also have letters of recommendation to the guilds in town, right? Like,
Yeah.
if we can't get it on our own merit or on your family's merit, then we also have
Yeah.
at least a couple avenues to start looking at in town. And to that matter, too, actually, do we think that one of those might be helpful to any of our ends? I know we had said we may, like, it sounds cool to get a boat, right? Like, access to boats to maybe go and see your family sometime, Bree. But as far as the other things we talked about doing, do we think the collectors or the thinners of the herd would help us be able to find a cure?
I'm researching the question.
Yep.
Possibly.
And if so, I guess which one?
I would assume collectors. 'Cause if you're collecting things that are valuable,
Mm-hmm.
the antidote is probably valuable, so they would know who to go to.
Antidotes are made from anti-venom, though.
Yeah.
Depending on the thing. This is
Yeah.
maybe something botanical.
We have a sample, so we could.
I guess that's true. I have a sample. Bree has a sample. We had a couple vials of it.
Oh, I have like 5.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it. Too. Maybe we need to get that examined, and that's how we can like reverse engineer it.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
I think the library. The library's gotta be the first stop, right?
Yeah, I would say that just that thought alone is beyond anybody's
Yeah.
capability to be able to
Yeah.
do that. You can have the thought, but like to be like, oh, I know I'm going to create a vaccine. I have no idea
Yeah.
how to do that.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Like, where do you even start? It's
Yeah.
like a.
Water.
Thank
So-
you, Jared.
I
No,
don't.
you'd want saline.
I honestly don't know where to start with so many of these things that we're talking about. They're all completely new ideas of
We're
things
already
we've not even
sharing.
heard about. I think the library needs to be our first stop. However, we get whatever we need to once we're there, I think that needs to be the first stop. We can look for whatever information about this family household while we're there. If they're big enough to be anyone who we're going to go try to mess with, maybe hopefully there's someone who's big enough that we'll be able to look their name up.
We can look for cures.
We can look for medicinal,
Swimming?
religious
All of the
connections.
cures.
And while we're doing that, we can also look for our own personal stuff. Because I want to look into a little more about maybe any shrines locally or other people who would be able to help me a little more with all of what we've been trying to do. And I'm sure you guys also all have your own stuff you want to talk about too, or figure out about.
I know this is kind of hit or miss, but we might consider splitting the party.
I think we got to get the lay of the land when we're there. I think first things first, we got to figure out how we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and then we can go from there. Because we may need to, we may find our person who can help us with the cure on the way to getting information about this house for us to do this mission anyway.
I think the best thing we can do for the DM is to all go out on our own at the same time.
No problem.
Okay, different directions.
Uh-huh.
I'll go north.
He wants to
you-
go east.
He's going west off into the ocean.
Me.
I think I should run away from everything.
She said she
She's
wanted to
going
be a
as far
pirate.
away from Jared as she can.
Yo ho, me hearties, yo ho. And Bree gets to go
But-
back.
Yeah, I get to go south.
Let's
Go
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 back
back
home.
home.
Okay, so that'll be the next year and a half of
Anybody
gameplay.
want to try?
I'll trade with you.
We'll just
Okay.
individually meet. It'll just be one person and me each session.
You got to do 4 different sessions now.
That'd be
Yeah.
so long. Yeah, I really.
You could do that for the research that we want to do. You could have individual sessions with people.
Honestly, that could be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Funny. Not for like a year, but if we
Thank
did
you,
have
Tyson.
short sessions and then came back,
And like we're able to share our knowledge.
That'd be
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
That'd be very cool.
Oh
Well,
god.
That actually is a
I-
good idea.
I will-
I'll take a look
I'll
at.
have to sit there and watch everyone's knowledge
Well, yeah, but
I'll take a look into what that would
look like.
mean.
But we definitely got to do a little more research. I think honestly, anything I can say about that plans for Strongbank is that I think we got to get there and figure out more before I have an idea.
carry on.
You were pointing at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's all I gotta say. That is absolutely all of it. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous.
What work?
So many things. The delivery, finding a cure, and finding botanists and getting back to the king before he's dead.
They didn't give you any way to contact them?
They said they have a way of knowing what we're doing.
We have a stone. We have a sending stone. But
I had been sitting here for 2 years waiting for someone to remember that stone.
we have a sending
No, we've
stone.
had it.
No, I know, but no one has made mention of it since Drew's been
We've
in.
talked about it out of session, but
So
we have
how-
never talked about it in
yeah,
I
session.
feel like the
Yeah,
settings
'cause we
only
talked
setting
to
stone.
Polly.
Can I grab the... No, we have a different one directly to the king.
Yeah, so
Oh!
the sending stone is just like a
I was
Move,
waiting
move.
for maybe
like is it hearing for long range to another one? Where was
Yeah.
the other?
To
It,
the
it wasn't.
king's-
It wasn't specified what this stone does.
Yeah.
But they gave they gave them a stone, and then followed with, "We'll know where you're at, or what you're doing."
Okay. Yeah.
Does it seem similar to my sending someone to Polly? Like, is there like a call button?
The location.
Yeah, you
I
have
mean,
another sending
it
stone.
seems it's not like just a regular stone.
either
but
they're tracking us or they're like, we know this rock.
For
Oh,
2
it's a
fucking
sending
years,
stone,
no
and
one's
they're
asked
waiting
about
to
this
talk to.
goddamn
Oh, I could
rock.
do.
Yeah,
Should
but if-
we?
yeah,
How do they,
no.
if they know we're here? I mean, they said they'd know. I bet you it's more than just.
Has
Bree,
it
can you
been
identify
on
this
us or in the
rock?
back?
I
of us?
absolutely
Identify the rock.
I'd like to cast Identify on the rock.
Okay.
2 years later,
Plot points are turning,
Bring
baby.
realistically
We
cast
turned that stone over.
10 minutes later.
Ah,
10
God.
minutes
Honestly,
later.
I either never knew about this or didn't know what a sending stone was.
You didn't.
So early on into my...
It worked out really, really well because at the time,
I didn't
it
have
was-
the
it was-
spell.
well, you didn't have the spell. You and Polly had never played D&D before, and I don't know if you knew what a sending stone. Like, I could describe it without describing a sending stone, just based off the knowledge. So I gave them something that nobody in gameplay or out of gameplay would have known what that was.
So we've been
How do you
carrying
know
around
that?
a rock pet for
because
however
the
long.
DM, the
You've been
DM
carrying
just
around
looked
a
at me like this.
walkie-talkie
Yes!
king,
We've just been
and all thought it
carrying,
was just high rocky.
carrying out around a rock, just a rock. This whole time we were like, but I know it's important, so.
That's so funny.
That's exactly what happened.
The only reason I just thought of it was because I was like, we were like, well, they know where we are, and I look over at Barrett, and he's like,
Fucking sitting here waiting.
That's funny.
Too bad Cameron couldn't get that.
Hint, hint. Hint.
I'm gonna take a photo. Use that when the DM shoots you a look. Sorry, I'm just
Dun, dun,
going
dun.
back and looking. It's this far back in this binder.
Jesus Christ.
This is just the story.
That's funny. Guys, that's really funny. I can't
It
lie.
was like 4 sessions.
At our
Yeah,
rate?
it
Probably
it's probably 6 sessions.
Yeah, we
in.
weren't as good at roleplay back then.
That's true. You guys were, ironically enough, able to get through more.
This is a very creepy background sound.
Yeah, sorry.
For contemplating if a rock is a sending stone or not.
Sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dong!
Okay, what are you're identifying? Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Well, so this stone in particular is a little bit different than a regular sending stone.
Okay,
It has 2 enchantments.
okay,
One of them is like the Ring of Tracking,
okay.
so they are able to monitor your progress.
Yeah.
So they literally know all the detours we've taken, and they're like,
Yes.
Great.
Sir, did you hear about Gomoldur?
Oh, we know.
Oh, it was them.
Son of a bitch.
And then it does have. Does it describe like everything? about-
literally, you know all of his properties.
It has a like sending stone mechanic, but it it's a one like it can be a one way.
So only we could talk to them and never get a reply.
It's kind of like a parental thing that you can put on like a TV where
We
they
have
be
a
like
baby monitor!
kind of yeah.
Or they've been hearing every word we've ever said.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's like it can be like they
They
can
can talk
turn
to
it
us.
on and you guys can like communicate or do whatever that has not been taking place.
As far as we know, it's been in the bag of the holding for
But
Bag
we
of the
don't.
holding.
The bag of the holding.
But we don't know which way the one way is.
Not from this.
Not from the way that you're.
I can
looking
talk
at
to it.
I bet you we don't have the one that lets us
Do you
listen
want
to
to?
them.
Do we want to know what's going on, or do we want to just feign ignorance?
Dear Kingdom.
Are you saying?
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
preparing.
I'm preparing.
Is the
Shit,
king
fuck, no.
still alive? We are almost to Strongbank.
I'm nervous. Don't do
Updates
it.
to come. We hope he's not dead.
Nope, don't do it because
You gotta get to the end of the message and then said, nope, don't do it.
Nope, don't do it.
it's gonna take us like 7 more days to figure just feign ignorance at this point and be like, we forgot.
Wait, but we don't even know if he's alive. Because
No.
if he's already dead.
At this point, does it matter if he's alive or not?
we
Yes.
saw a newspaper in Golmoldor that indicated he was not dead.
But he
it's
was
been,
not
It's
good.
been at least a week since then.
More than that.
Yeah, at least. Like,
But why does it matter? I mean, it's not
also
like we can
indicated
hurry
some
up and
other
get
things.
the
If
cure
you
I can't
here.
remember those other things.
this is only the king of this continent, correct?
No, of that one corner.
Region.
Oh, then fuck him.
I mean, it
I'm not
doesn't
the
matter.
one going to jail.
No, you're not either. You're not in his kingdom.
That's not
But-
exactly how it works.
But
Do you
if-
think he's sending royal guards across the other corner of the continent?
For
For who
regicide?
killed the king?
Possibly.
You didn't kill the king.
They think
Well-
we did.
How about across the country? How
They-
about across the ocean? We still need to go to Bree's hometown.
They think
We
that
can wait it out.
we brought the rises with the fall.
We can wait out the heat. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
Regard-
like GTA 5, just
Yeah.
find a place and
Regardless
hide.
of this all, it has something to do with the rises with the fall people.
And all right, and if you think we
About to
really
have
can't
Jared
hide,
talk. Not Jared Dad.
Tinker, if you really think that we can't hide, then why would we not try to call them?
I'm
yeah,
ready.
if we don't think that we can,
Because I'm afraid of them being like, yeah, you took a lot of fucking detours and you're not like.
I think that if we tried to run, that's what if
Yeah.
granted we could leave this rock and then run, but we're not running. Okay, so
yeah, I don't think we can be afraid of both, right? I don't think that we can
should I
be
at
afraid
least
of.
try?
Sure.
But also, if it's a one-way thing, then I could just send. I can't ask a question expecting a response.
We don't know.
Well, yeah, but we don't know if it's one way to us or one way. You could
Ready?
talk and nothing could happen.
Ready?
Sure. Hi, is the king dead? Do
Ready?
that.
I've got a yes. I've got a no. I'm waiting on you.
Have you got what all you want to say?
Yeah.
I trust you.
Great. Hi, Kingdom.
Brrr.
We are almost to Strongbank.
God, dude.
We're sorry, there hasn't been a voicemail set up yet.
Okay. Hi, Kingdom. We are almost to Strongbank. Still looking for the cure for the king. Hope he's good.
Great.
Any updates on your end? Gala Cala.
You
Is that
know,
good?
honestly, I think if you talked as fast as you normally do, it would have been considered like 1 or 2 words, and we could have got away with a lot more.
Surely,
But yeah, that was good.
Surely Gala Cala is
I'll
only
just try
one
not
word,
next time.
right?
Yeah,
You
if
sent
you,
that?
if you do your normal like,
Or tried.
how are you? Yeah, and everything. Cool.
A little bit of time goes. You hear, the 3 of you hear a familiar voice return. It's your dad. No, I'm just kidding. It's Jared. No.
The double blind side.
The 3 of you hear a voice you're familiar
I
with.
know.
So
I was so
I don't recognize.
scared.
You don't know your dad?
He said it's not my dad.
I know.
But we recognize the voice.
the implication here is that 3 of our 4 party members know her dad. So she has to figure out who the one is who doesn't. But more importantly,
her.
the 2 others that do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, my heart is pounding.
So, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, because this was ages
Probably
ago.
not.
It's so you hear a familiar voice We notice you're close. What's the... How many? words?
25.
Oh, shit. We've noticed.
We notice you're
We
close.
notice you're close.
Somebody should have prepared.
Yeah, you're right. It's been 2.5 years. Didn't think this
I'm
was ever
gonna
gonna happen.
roll perception to see if I like or
Sure.
history. How do I roll for remembering?
History. History, probably. Right?
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely in.
Lucky.
Not so.
Okay. You guys can both do that too. I'd probably say disadvantage for literally everybody in the party.
Oh,
You've already, yeah. So just take.
Well, no, lucky doesn't count as a. Oh well, that's worse. Thank you.
Beautiful.
12.
History?
Mhm.
Not great.
Just because this
It's
is
less than 10.
this was somebody that you guys spoke with briefly,
A long
and
time
it
ago.
was rather.
I rolled a
rushed.
12 and a 4.
So you remember that this is somebody
5.
from the council in Meadow Shore
Okay.
that kind of that gave you a
Bath.
pass to be like
Bath.
you can
Was
go
this-
do this.
When we were interrogating the doppelganger, was this the one of the members in there?
This is when after you were done interrogating and they like brought you into
Yeah.
the hall and they were talking to
Yeah.
you guys about
Coming up with this deal.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
This is a person in that.
Yeah.
It is a man's voice.
Mhm.
Or male voice. And he goes, what did I say?
We've noticed you're close.
Yeah, we noticed you're close.
Do contractions count as
Things-
one word?
Are
You
not
are.
great here.
I'm almost good at
More
contractions.
are dying and
I would say it's 1.
getting sick. I've how many?
25.
25. I have 5 more words. Please hurry
the fuck up.
That's 3. Good work.
the fuck up. Yeah, sure. Why
That
not?
checks out.
That sounded hostile.
Yeah, he sounds tense. Who is this?
Right, I don't.
Ow! Who is this?
This is Patrick.
My name is Jay.
You don't sound good. Here's
You
some-
want some tea?
No. What's the? Here's some encouragement. What did you?
Yeah, here's guidance.
Here's some guidance.
Sending guidance.
via rock.
Sending hope and guidance.
Thoughts and prayers.
That's a
Yeah,
press.
literally.
He was someone who told us that we could go find this cure instead of rotting in jail.
But he said more are dying.
So it sounds like
Everybody's drinking the water.
shit's bad.
I mean, yeah, we did hear that the bay or whatever's messed up.
They literally put it in the water.
So we have to cure the bay.
This
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
You will get. He's going to use the sending stone now.
Over.
How is
It that you just
No.
How is
remembered.
Polly?
how
we
is
have-
Bree
3.
and the rest of you?
That's
Rest
interesting.
of you. That's 8.
You know, if he just said all of our names, it would have been shorter. Is that all it says?
How
Yeah,
are
that's
all
a
of
message.
Uh,
Clearly.
How long?
you? 10.
Thank you for counting for me. Can we expect an answer?
15.
Strongbank will be able to expedite.
Okay, that's
Provide
21.
teleportation.
So you got 4 more.
Ask for. Oh, son of a. That's not in there. Son of a.
Oh,
bitch.
son.
What is the name?
Oh, son of a-
Son of a is 1 word,
I
obviously.
told you the name of this guy before, and I don't know where it is in my notes right now.
We can just have
but
blank.
it is
Ask for the guy.
it is the name of the king of Strongbank.
Oh!
Oh.
What is his name?
Oh! Pause.
But him. Ask for, and then.
Insert name here.
Okay, ask for the king of Strongbank.
to help expedite our mission.
Or I mean, they didn't have enough to
Okay.
sail.
I will say. How long?
2 weeks?
How long do we need to plan?
We can hear you. No, I'm just kidding.
Say,
Be realistic, it's us.
all good. Holly's missing.
Are you?
I'm
okay.
counting right.
Okay.
All's fine. Holly's missing. Hopefully, 10 days max.
Oh, that's so fucking long. Okay.
Hopefully,
Oh!
hopefully 10 days max. Dependent on information gathering skills.
Why did he say me?
We're good. Why'd you ask? We're good. Why did you ask about Bree specifically? Maybe 10 days? Question mark. Maybe
Did we really
more
use 2
depending
words for
on
question?
Thank you.
research.
Did you just use 2 words for
You did. You went
mark?
question mark like it was
Yeah.
No, yeah.
question mark.
Yeah,
Question
that's
mark.
Are you saying question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she is.
Wow. All right. That threw everyone at the table for a loop.
We don't pay for punctuation, but we're choosing to pay for it.
Depending on how research goes, wish us luck.
Holly's missing.
Oh fuck! Totally forgot. I'm 25 words up.
Polly's missing. No, just you take back question mark. Polly's missing.
That was close enough. We can do it again tomorrow.
Can I have the rock?
How many times can you do it?
I think once a day, if it's the same as Polly's.
Once? So we've already communicated like 4 times?
No, because they did it once, we did it once.
You did it the
You
first
just
time,
did it
Yeah.
again.
and they replied,
And then you said, and then they're gonna use it.
and then they used it,
Uh-huh.
and
So we
you
get one-
replied,
Yeah, that's it.
and
That's it. No, that is true. That was just her
I
reply.
thought you would. Okay.
Jared was counting his reply.
I understand.
So,
Yeah, I was counting out my words, and then she's like, "Word vomit question mark."
and there's no more communicating that can happen today.
Until tomorrow.
So they can't reply today either?
Presumably.
Oh boy.
They're a Kingfish problem.
Why did they ask about you?
That's what I mean.
Because they could have been like,
We asked them why.
Do
Why
you
asked
remember
about
how
me? Question
is
mark. No
Bree,
reply.
Jared, Polly, Tinka, instead of how is Bree and the rest of you? They
How
could've
about
saved
how
2 words.
is everyone?
There you go. So wait, but
It's really
you remembered
interesting
him.
that it's persnickety on
Did
the
I-
number of
was
words,
I like
not
a-
syllables or
Words.
characters or.
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I feel like I was snippety to him, maybe, or maybe he just.
I was
Maybe
about to.
he loves you.
I was about to say, does licking your lips count as a word? How is Bree? And
How would you write that?
He licks his lip. No. Ew.
MMT.
No.
How's
Bree?
How's Bree?
How's Bree?
Oh no.
we,
That's
Not
disgusting.
in the story.
we heard a little stutter in his breath. How's
Gross.
And the others.
You guys can't.
And the others.
You can't keep doing this to all the NPCs, man.
I didn't do shit.
First,
She does it to
no.
several, and
First
she
it
did it
was
to
Timber. Now it's
Yeah.
this guy.
I didn't do
No,
anything.
No, Tyson is purely this side of the table. We just
like,
keep coming up
That's
with
No.
shit.
true. That's facts.
one. No, the first one wasn't Timber. It was somebody else who was like giving you a bathrobe or a towel or something at an inn. That's where it all started.
That's where it all became.
I know what he's talking about.
Was it in Westerfield?
No, it's where I was playing an NPC that was just answering a question, and these 2 yahoos were like, "Ooh, he likes you,
That's
Bree."
they're
That was
talking
Timber.
about
Oh.
Timber.
Yeah, and that
No,
was.
he's saying there was something
There
before
was,
that.
there was somebody else. I thought I could have swore she was playing
No,
into it.
Bree's
and started
never been flirty.
No.
it. Not even to get your way.
I've been bitchy.
This is some real older brother type beat shit where he's like, yeah, you just flirt with everyone who moves. And Bree's like, I'm not flirting!
Imagine him being a dad.
Well, it happened, and you don't have video to tell me it didn't. So, moving forward.
No evidence.
Case closed.
No evidence.
Okay, so our oos.
Order of Strongbank.
I gotta write this down
Okay.
that you guys found out about the stone. I've been waiting for 2
We
years.
get there.
The fact that they never tried to call us.
Yeah, that's also concerning.
Well,
Yep.
they might have, but bad
Yeah,
holding.
if they
We
knew
didn't
where
hear
we
it.
were.
It was in the bag of holding.
It's like, hello! 25 times.
They
Hello!
contacting
it,
us
like-
literally every single day of our adventure.
Where do you think the GPS shows us if it's in the bag of holding?
It's an inner plane dimension. Like it's-
Yeah. Just as
Everywhere
static.
and
They paid for
nowhere.
the good one.
They paid for the
So,
good one. That's the
our
interdimensional.
Get to Strongbank.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Do some research on the house
Yep.
and any personal things
Yep.
and about who we go to ask about
Yep.
cures.
Yep.
Scope out the house for a day or less, and then we go to do delivery. Correction, Bree goes to do delivery,
Maybe.
and then botanist, and then we see from there.
Yes.
I want you to know that Jared is biting his tongue so bad because he wants to say yes, because as everybody knows, you can establish a pattern with one sample.
Yeah, just one day. Will be good. Everyone does the same.
He goes to
thing.
church every single day, guys.
Exactly.
Yep. Including Sunday.
I just don't want you. You're the one that said 10 days or less, and it takes, what did we say, 2 days to walk from where we're getting dropped off to maybe 3?
Yeah, I feel like it was more than that.
I think we have to take as much time as we need.
When we say hopefully 10 days max, I'm not saying we're going to do 10 days here, guys.
Listen, we all know at work you under promise, over deliver. So people hear 10 and they go, that's the number. No matter what you say before or after that, you gave a number. And that's kind of what they're going to remember.
She's saying 2 days.
And we also know that I'm not patient.
We do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a surprise! I'll deliver that box and it will be a surprise.
We'll be in the library. All right. This is how his house looks. This is. I got it delivered, guys.
Yeah, it's done.
When did you leave?
Don't worry about it.
The curse is still there. Are you sure you got the right house? 225 East, not 225 West. Okay. Cap and Kelrick, how close are we?
Captain.
Captain Kelrick.
So by this time,
I forgot his name and remembered it after Captain.
probably you got maybe about 2 hours left until they drop you off on the shore. And he's gonna take this time to be like, hey, have you guys ever visited Strongbank before by this route?
We've
be
never
a
visited
negatory.
Strongbank before.
Not this way.
All right. Well, let me just give you guys some landmarks that'll be coming up to kind of help
I've
guide
never
you.
visited Strongbank before, right?
You no.
We've never visited Strongbank before.
You never mind.
Did you point to?
Never mind. Okay, so he's gonna be like So first, we're gonna drop you off on this this beach. You'll
Normandy.
yeah.
So there's gonna be a
It's
lot of
D-Day.
spiky things, a lot of guns.
You're gonna have to run real fast. Keep your head low. Yeah. Nobody's named Ryan here, right?
No.
Okay. But so there's a place called the Hills of the Gray, and this it's the grasslands that lay in the shadows of the Rocky Highlands. Actually, here, while I'm doing this, let me pull up.
The red ones?
Nope, not quite.
The grass?
Oh, I guess we're landing right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are landing right here.
In the shadows of the Rocky Highlands, you say?
Yes, and the Rocky Highlands are especially black-colored mountains that almost always have clouds protecting their peaks from view. And then going further south, you'll end up in the Whispering Scarlet Woodland. And this is the famous red forest that surrounds the most southern tip of Agari.
You said, I'm sorry, the Whispering Scarlet.
Woodland. So,
He kind of touches base on just like some key points in that. He will further explain that the Whispering Scarlet Woodland is known to be a pretty phantasmal place in the sense that it seems to touch pretty closely with the Feywild, and in turn the Shadowfell, this southern point in particular. So, yeah. So, about 2 hours goes by after he's kind of explaining all of this stuff.
So,
yeah.
Hey, Kellerick.
Sure.
I think I asked him about this a bit ago. Sorry, I'm looking back at my dream.
Yeah, please.
When he brings up the wastes, or the hills, I should say.
Yes.
I had a dream not particularly long ago, the night of the 8th. And,
Okay. Yep.
I'll just show him real quick.
Yeah.
Mental connection. Show him the image of the mountain sceneries that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, does this kind of look like kind of the mountains you're talking about?
Well, that is a real nice gift you got there. And yes, now I've never been on the land portion of this, but yes, you from the sea you'll be able to see those mountains that are rising, and they do look similar to that. And people that I have talked to that have made this journey describe like the gray grasslands similar to what is envisioned onto you as well.
Yeah. Okay. Have any of these people you ever talked with, have ever mentioned a staircase to nothingness, just up into the mountains?
No, that I'm pretty positive. Though, now I've talked to people about staircases before, but never in conjunction with the Rocky Highlands or the Hills of the Grey in particular.
Sure. Well, I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, not a problem.